Sakura.
How do you know?
One, it looks like Sakura, and two, the name below it said Ogre. And you know who keeps calling Sakura Ogre?
Who?
Freaking, I forgot his name, but it was like Hero or something like that.
Oh,
AKA the brown
skinny boy.
Yeah, skinny boy with the freaking massive amount of hair.
Yeah. All right. Okay. What's up, guys? It's Israel. Back again with some more Danganronpa. So, yeah. So I got Trey here with me. He's not really watching right now. But
I'm not really watching right now. I'm finishing a part of the second game.
This is not.
What the hell am I looking at?
Oh dang. This one that attacked Celeste fool me. That right fool me. Yeah. That's him. I'm sure of it. Robo Justice.
It can't be.
Oh, and by the way, originally I put the settings on Genso mode on both things, but then I saw that you could change them before a trial starts. So then when the second trial started, I changed them on both mean mode. And boy, you get less time for answering truthful. It's just a lot. Time's getting shorter, and then you know those multiple bullets you can use to shoot the words people say?
Yeah.
There's like 7, at least in the second game. There's like 7 of those, and one of them's right. I feel like they decreased how many. For me, there was like 1 or 3. There's probably like 3 or 5. This one is like 5 to 7.
Shellicking. Whoa, Fat Boy took a serious shellicking. Hee ha ha ha. I like Genocide Jill. She's cool.
Yeah, she's for some reason she's better than Toko.
I never liked Toko. Toko was buns.
Yeah. The moment something was wrong with her was one, she was like, "Oh, you probably think I'm ugly." Like, wow, literally no one said that. And then, not to mention, she hasn't taken a bath or a shower. She smells like dog pee.
It's a hammer, just like the one Celeste will attack with in the direction, but this one is just his hammer too. How about this one actually a little bigger than the first one? It's bumping right on the head with it.
Well,
you're still okay. I'm not okay. Look at all this blood. Protein helps heal wounds. You know. Would you like some?
Do you know what's probably the most interesting change between the 4th trial in this game and the previous game?
What?
See, you know how? Well, I don't. It's actually kind of. Do you know how the fourth room opens up? In this game, the 4th island opens up, which is not really a change. But what's weird is you spend the whole entire chapter in the fun house. And it was a pretty unique change.
I just realized that Monokuma's smile goes up to his eye.
His smile what?
The smile on his like black side goes all the way up to his eye.
What? Does it really? I sent a picture of buff Monokuma, which. Oh, by the way, there's a part from. I think I sent it to the 9 people group chat, but there was also a picture of Monokuma with a strap.
Well, where's the 9 people chat? I turned on notifications for that. So
a gun. He was carrying an AK-47. It looked like an AK-47.
Wait, what's the 9 people group chat? On PlayStation?
Yeah, on PlayStation.
Oh, they even on my phone. Oh my god.
That was also scary. He had a full-on gun. And you know what? I was like, oh no.
What?
Somebody did something.
Why is
are you okay with this?
There's like a concern to him. Let me see. He's moving to the nurse's office right away. As soon as possible. Yeah, you're right. Let's go. Thanks, everyone. Dang, I feel like I feel like a Fumi built like a big old thing of slime.
Fumi?
Yes.
Oh, fat guy.
Fumi. I'm gonna take a look at you. I'm okay. I think it stopped bleeding. I'm still kind of dizzy though. Yeah, you already got a concussion. Yo, big old head. His head built like my nose.
What?
His head built like my nose.
Your nose?
Like his head is here. His head is like the center of my nose, and his ears are like the nostrils.
Well then.
That's what she gave us looking. For the mysterious silent.
Yes, indeed.
Assailant. I don't know how to say that. Indeed, for another victim appears. Justice Hammer seemed to be increasing in size. First one, now two.
So in other words,
Even bigger than the first one. Bigger than that, you'd be dead for sure. What happened to you, who flew me? Well, I woke up early this morning and started looking for alter ego ahead of everyone else. Went to the third floor and I saw the strange costume man attacked me. See, I went around 7 this morning.
Well,
After that, he dragged me to the library and whacked down him the hammer. Wait a minute, hold on. Celeste broke her own rule. I just realized this. You're not supposed to leave your room till 7. She let you out the room, but like before 7 hit. 30 or 40 minutes ago. Around 7:30, he still would have been or in the dining hall. James, Hina, Sakura, and I were together, and Kelko was still with us. So y'all have alibis. I was in the laundry room doing
18
my laundry.
phases. Yeah, that was a long chapter. Did I get a B on that one? I would be surprised.
Hold on, Trey.
Yeah,
I feel like.
B.
Wait, Trey. Did you say something about Genocide Jill talking about his black underwear? Yakuya?
Yeah.
I thought so.
Yeah,
I was like,
I
wait,
did.
I've seen this before. His black underwear as black as the pitch black darkness of the blackest night.
what?
Why do you know that? Isn't it obvious? Because
Exactly.
I was peeking. And then he's walking on Toko together at the time. Man, they also have alibis. I don't know who don't have alibis as Celeste and Fumi were attacked are. Only people can see at Hero and Taka.
Very
right?
strange.
By the way, what happened to Kyoko? I haven't seen her anywhere. Alright, she's supposed to be checking the second floor, but we're gonna see her
I
up there.
said, in this game, deaths are sadder. Like people dying for.
Disappeared, huh?
In this game,
So
it's sadder than the first game. There was one death that was really sad in the first game.
Sayaka's. That was so depressing. I still
Why,
think about
what
that
was
too.
The Sayaka thing? The
Yeah, it's
Sayaka
like-
death?
I still think of how messed up this whole situation is. Like if I was in this situation,
Yeah, I know.
and I would be
It's
going
also the
crazy.
situation, but then the reason why they do like there's also things you cannot forgive about murders in the second game. Most you can forgive, most you cannot. Well, actually, most you can't forgive. but
In other
some you
words.
cannot.
Smash on spot.
What?
Isn't it? You gotta handle dead bodies. Hasn't even revealed her true identity.
Hey.
okay.
No way, Kyoko. That she could be the ultimate spy, actually. Just enough.
I know what
she's
I know what
cool.
she is. I know what she is.
Don't tell me.
I'm not telling
Don't
you.
hurry, tell me.
I feel like it was obvious. I feel like it was obvious from some certain thing
If
that's
she's
happened in the game.
She could be the ultimate spy. Now that I think about it. Some
It was
ultimate has to
obvious
do
to
with
me.
bodies. Ultimate assassin. I don't know.
Assassin? He hasn't killed no one.
You don't
So,
have to.
yeah.
You said as an
you
assassin
never
doesn't
know.
mean. I mean, ultimate detective, I guess. I don't know.
Dang. Dang.
I must have been right. She threw it.
What?
Mystery man first. I think. Don't worry about me. I'll catch up with you guys after I rest for a bit. I understand. Take care of
Well
yourself.
then.
Okay, let's go. He's gonna get cucked. Wait a minute. I just realized this. Hold on. 5 people had to die before they can open up the nurse's office. Like, imagine that. You have a low headache and everything. Like, man, I hope this headache goes away. You gotta wait for 5 people to die before you can freaking go get some Tylenol. Like, what?
What to do?
Wait,
What
you're at
to
the 5th
do?
floor?
No, no.
Oh
I'm
no, yeah, no. 5 people have died. You're on like, okay, it's like you should be on.
3rd floor.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm on chapter
wait.
3. Yesterday when I was streaming, that statue had nipples, and it was funny.
Wait, what?
In the artistic room, the statue in the back had
Oh,
nipples.
that! Oh, I was like, I'm just good. It was like, good thing I
dangerous.
didn't record that. So wait, 5 people have
What?
died. Oh yeah, 3 people died in
Oh, Celeste
one
just
chapter.
doo-dooed on herself. I can just tell by that face. That is the
Doo-dooed on
face.
herself?
That is the face you make when you think it's a fart and it's actually a big old turd. That is the face that you make. She just straight up doo-dooed on herself. That face you made is the face.
Oh my god.
That is the face you make when you straight up. You're like, man, I'm gonna be something like a funny joke and fart, and it's like you like, okay, here we go, and it goes out like this, like you're like, oh. That is the face that you make. That is not a scared face. And so is Hina's. That's the face you make when you doodle on yourself, but it's like diarrhea. So you're like, oh shoot, I'm gonna get found out. And Sakura's the face. Sakura's
I'd like
face
to
is when you
discuss the difference
constipate.
between the protagonist in this game and the one you're playing.
I bet it's Jojo.
The one in my game, he's taller, his voice is a little bit deeper.
Just a second.
Yeah,
The first game, he's really,
then.
he's like 5'3". The
Ha.
guy in this game is like
What are you saying?
5'7".
Ha or Doya or whatever you want. Just yell loud enough so we can hear you. Doya, I never heard such a reaction. Oh, donut, Doya. I don't know. I'm just connecting dots. Okay, whatever. Let's start looking at that. Hey, Mr. Robot, where you hiding? If you don't come out, we're gonna decommission you. Man, I'll be scared if a genocidal maniac is running around like, hey, buddy. Like, no, I'll be like, okay, I'm right here. My fault. And buff Sakura.
That's a stupid reason of killing. No, that's a stupid reason of killing. Nope, he's dumb. I hate him. I hated him from the start. As soon as I saw the first words he said, I was like, oh, I hate him. I hope he dies soon. And then...
Sure, where should I go looking for this robot?
Robot? Oh, snap. Wait, I need a... Let me look at the stream after I see the... You know, here's the thing. Dying... I feel like the story only gets interesting when people die. And I'm always curious to see how their death scene is. Like, it was interesting to see Leon's death scene. Remember he got hit with 1,000 balls?
Yeah, he got...
Like, it's something
Whoa!
different.
That was a such screech. Like, oh! Like,
Plus, the anime, the death scenes are good. Like, I feel like they're just a little bit more animated.
Is Celeste gonna
Everyone.
die? Oh. Her accent just makes me so happy. I don't know why. AV1, that's what it's nice. It's just so perfect.
Just a second.
That's what's wrong.
What?
Bro, like I said, she just doodled on herself. That face. So, like, she just doodled on herself twice. Just...
I have to look up an IGN walkthrough for certain reasons. Because there's a certain part in the chapter that was surprising. It was different and I liked it, but it was confusing, so I had to look up an ING walkthrough.
Oh no,
One
not
walkthrough just said
Toto.
north, west, east, and south.
That's
That didn't
Fat Boy?
help, so I had to... Fat Boy?
Oh no, Fat Boy!
What happened?
Bro, hurry, I gotta go see Fat Boy. Quit talking. Oh my God, not Fat Boy. It's one of my
Just a
favorite
second.
characters. Even next topic, let's go. Bro, please don't be dead, Fat Boy. Fat Boy, please. No. No, not Fat Boy. No. No. Even though it's pink. They killed Fat Boy.
No! What?
One of y'all should have stayed with him. Who would have killed Fat?
Wait!
It had to be Taka.
A body has been discovered. After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
That's sad, man.
Okay, it's punishment time. So, most deaths in the game
Another
are
hammer?
gruesome too.
How many hammers does my man have?
I know how many.
Just his hammer, 3? Is he pulling these out of his booty or something? He's like, oh, there's another hammer. Pink! Like, no. The killer. Come in.
He can run. He can run. No, please. Oh,
Wait,
oh, that's the nicest thing he has
okay
ever
with
done.
this?
Oh, that means there are multiple killers?
So then,
Snap out of it, huh?
At least he saved the squirrel. I mean, not the squirrels. At least he saved them. This is not gonna help him. It's not. Is it helping him? I don't think it is. I think it's just a fly. I think he's just one of those idiotic people. See, he is one of those idiotic people.
Man. Bro. Man, that's so... Fat boy, though, he didn't do nothing wrong.
That was weird. That's a weird death scene.
Fat boy did nothing wrong. Why
No, are you looking at Fat Boy? Duh, I'm looking at someone else die from the end of a trial. And that was weird. That was weird.
In the gray hallway? And then on the gray hallway. I don't like this gray hallway. It's just like weird looking. That's the 3rd floor stairs. What's this people hands at? That's in the art room. With the nipples from the statue. Are you in there? Well, they're not in there.
The anime, he looks way less fuzzier.
Is that left animation? But they're not in there. Bruh, I'm so upset about that. They really had to snuff Fat Boy.
No, it's sad.
Like, why did Fat Boy have to die? Fat Boy did nothing wrong. I need to start a campaign called Fat Boy Did Nothing Wrong. Bro, where are they? Everybody, I don't know where everybody is.
I want to say something that would change your mind. Let's face it. We both know he's dumb. We both know he's dumb, right?
But still, it don't matter if he's dumb. You can say Goku's dumb, but we don't want Goku to die.
Well, here's the difference. Goku has died multiple times.
I want to see a buff of Fumi.
I don't.
I do. Bro, where are they? I can't find them.
I guess you want to say the same thing about you want to see a fat Byakuya, because I didn't, but I had to see one anyway.
Had to see a fat Byakuya? Oh
I
my
didn't
god,
wanna
where
see-
are
I
they? They're
didn't-
not anywhere. Oh, they may actually be in that area. I didn't go in here yet, so I bet they are here. They're looking like every room, so. Wait, the door's open. They're back there then. Oh my god, I think someone else is gonna die. Oh! What? Taka?
Let me guess, they slept Taka.
What?
Let me guess, they slept Taka.
Him too?
Yep, that's a yes. How much time is on the bomb?
I don't even care
Yeah,
about
not the.
Taka.
I don't. It could be a bomb.
Ain't got nothing this. Oh, she passed out. Coco. She passed out. You saw the blood. The blood? Oh yeah, that's right. Coco was just fear of blood, right? Be for now.
That's gay.
That sucks, bro. Sakura ain't got nothing to say. Let's go back to drying blood. Hold on, is that another hammer? 4!
However...
Oh.
What? What?
I don't know.
What?
He's dead too.
Hey!
I see.
Damn.
Bro, okay, so wait, what? Soccer. It's like the physics lab.
Oh. Ugh.
Come up.
Indeed. Ugh.
Hafumi's body's gone?
What did you say? Come on.
What?
Wait. But they're all in the nurse's office with the dead body. How does it disappear?
Hey!
No, wait, no! Why would y'all go back? Go back to the... Oh my god, Taka's body's gonna be gone too. Hold on.
You know, see, we both knew that was gonna happen because it was pretty obvious. Like, and then they're gonna act surprised, like, what? Yeah, I
Wait,
can't
how
believe
did
it
both
happened.
teams
I was like,
How did both Celeste and her and Hina go to the bathroom at the same time? Like, y'all must have been doing something in there. Like, I know y'all got the
yeah,
weed.
like
I
using
know
the
how.
bathroom.
Like, I know y'all got the weed. I know y'all in there smoking and stuff. But like, right now, like next week though. Like, come on.
Next week, though, what do you mean?
She's
School
doing
is,
herself a
why would
third
a school?
time.
No, why would? It's Hope Speak Academy. It's a school. Why would there be weed?
Why would there be killers? Why would there be stuff to kill?
You'll understand. I
Celeste is
understand.
doodling herself a third time. Like, why she going doodling on herself?
Oh yeah, you know why she went to the bathroom?
He said
She went
doodle
to Hina.
out.
Was like, no, she went to Hina and was like, I doodle on myself. Like, oh no, girl, we gotta fix that.
Those two dudes ass died.
What did you... Why?
Here. It's unnatural. Hold on, what do you mean two murders? Hina! Jesus! I can't take this game seriously with Sakura. Hina! Taka's been killed with
No way!
Taka too? Can't be, it can't be. No!
Hina.
Hina, calm down. We're all gonna die, all of us. They're gonna kill all of us. Taka, huh?
What?
Well,
Oh my god!
huh?
Damn.
You're not. No, you do not deserve that.
Man, I
child.
would be snuffing that man.
You don't.
Bro.
No, that's. He does not remind you of him. That's a lie. Him, he.
Trey, you not seen from God of War, where Kratos punches the guy through the freaking sky? Or no, the guy punches Kratos into the sky, and then Kratos hits him and starts banging his head into a rock.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
comboing him.
Wasn't.
That's what I would do
Was
to Byakuya if I was soccer. I'd be like, "What's up? Boo, boo,
Wait, wasn't
boo,
that
boo,
one guy who
boo."
couldn't die?
I think. I don't know.
Okay.
But-
And he got combos on the wall. It was like, and then
Yes.
he finished him off with a rock. He
Yes,
killed him.
that's what I would have did to freaking Byakuya if I was Sakura. Like boo, boo,
Oh,
boo,
yeah.
boo, 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 boo. That's what it would have been, just like. I swear, if Toko's dead, it's gonna be even worse.
How much time is on the thing on the clock?
No. Oh, still got a heart.
Is it? Last time was 9 days. 5 days.
Thank God you're okay.
Okay, 5 days.
The body's
left.
going too. Hanging off my
This
elbow
is-
is a rock. I saw it before, and now that's what I saw before.
7 students left.
Huh?
Taka
Stop
disappeared
talking.
too? Disappeared. Yeah, I see. I swear, I hate Byakuya. This man, I hate him. He's such a freaking peepee, bro. Like, I swear.
I like him in the second game. I like him in the second game.
Into a mess.
For reasons. Not because of his thickness. Like, that's not the case. I'm telling you, that's not the case.
Not possible.
Sorry about that. Huh? Go out. Oh yeah, you can't kill more than 2 people anyway.
Well,
Yeah, that's a rule.
Police death cry went up. Everyone.
it is so.
Well, I'm gonna join your, watch your live stream.
All right.
I'm also gonna play Smash on my Switch because that's what I did last time.
An
we were
alibi.
streaming.
Wait a sec. I don't know what this. I don't know about to finish forever. So we're in love.
That's fine.
Let's see.
Individual. Hero.
That's right.
Cool. I had Mencia. Mencia, I thought a second thought. Mencia grinded.
Oh, I'm not
Onion
used
in
to
the
see.
page.
The last time I saw her was in that one thing, on that one thing, on that one thing.
Indeed.
Let's see.
And kill. There's no possibility anymore.
Perhaps.
Never in danger.
In other words,
But that doesn't mean that doesn't mean that there can't be more than one killer. There could be multiple killers stabbing each other. You know. 2 missing bodies. 2 people have been killed and their bodies have been hidden. It's Hero. Is he really the killer? Choco, she knows all this fast one she can.
what?
So then,
Let's split up and begin searching.
but
Wait,
You know, I want to know what the best Mario Kart was.
has I mean,
Hina.
I think it was Mario Kart for the Wii. Just think of how on 150cc you could do some pretty disgusting shortcuts.
why are you talking about Mario Kart? People are dying. Dude, oh, they die. Oh, Mario Kart time. Alright, I don't know what do I have to do now? Let me look at the log. Other 2 missing bodies. Well, I don't know where I would look. Oh! Okay, maybe the bathhouse. I don't know why it's my first instinct to look, but I feel like that would be somewhere. If I was a killer and I snuffed 2 people and took them anywhere, it'd be the bathhouse.
What?
Oh, I have to look out on this floor. Alright. What is this room? Oh, I keep on forgetting this is a rec room. Either area. Ain't nothing here. Man, I just can't imagine, like, how society become this corrupt. That's my thing. Yeah, check in the art room for sure. Okay, well, they already checked. What are in this room? Rattle, huh? What's locked? What? Then it's in there! Stupid!
What? What happened?
Oh, I don't look at the nipple statue.
Why?
Because I didn't want to. Bruh, open the door! Oh my god, Sakura, bust the door down! Sakura! Oh my... I've never been so upset. Please, bust down the door!
Isn't that a rule? You can't break down the doors?
No, it's not a rule. Sakura is like, hey
It's not
buddy,
yet.
boom, and bust down the door. Like, oh my god, you're so stupid. But I'm sorry, because I know if I call you stupid, you're gonna beat me up.
Yeah, you should have called him stupid.
Just a meathead, I swear. Like, open the door. Freaking dummy, bro. Like, it's like you just bust down the door. I know you can. You're not weak. You can just be like, you can flick the door. Whole thing, just whole school's gonna break.
A meathead. Do not talk about my favorite wifey like that. We're gonna have some problems.
Oh my god, that Monokuma. Why he's a sexual Monokuma?
Oh, no,
my
I saw
god!
it. I saw
Oh
it.
my god! What? Celeste, don't be scaring me
on.
like that. Repository.
Goodbye.
I said it. I said that. I freaking knew it, bro. Oh my! Now I gotta take all the credit for finding the bodies. When I literally said, I was like, come on, Sakura, break down the door. She's like, oh, what's the door? How do I break it? Like, duh. Stupid. It's here. Bust down the door. So, I'll tell you the third one. It's the third one? It's the third one? Oh, okay, she's numb. Okay. Okay, I was scared for a second.
You're stupid.
A body has been discovered. After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin.
Hey, why don't they give us double the time?
It's the.
Why would you be? Why would you say there was a third one? Didn't you just said that?
Well, I don't know. That
Just-
animation says the animation gives me hints. All right. Well, the stream wasn't so delayed because now you asked the question like way after I already said.
But I could still hear you before before what happened on the stream.
Hold on.
That's a true combo.
All right.
What?
I was right.
Stop talking.
Punishment is waiting for you. See ya later.
Monokuma file number Trez. Yeah, punishment's waiting for you, Israel. You better do your thing.
All right.
What the heck? That's terrible.
Dad, gone for another coming back. Oh
That's why you
man.
smell like.
He is
That's why you smell like
fine.
Toko. That's why you smell like Toko.
Trey, you suck on Toko's toes.
I don't.
Her
Her toes
Toko
probably
toes.
smell like the.
Her Toko toes.
Oh no! Her toes probably smell like how she smells. Nasty and pee.
I'm gonna do
She
this.
smells like. It smells like Celeste's doo doo. They probably taste like Celeste's doo doo. I don't know
You
how
like
that
them?
would taste like. I don't. No.
Fubishi.
No.
Man, does she love him or something? But... Oh no way! No way! This wasn't.
He's alive again?
What? No way! No way! That man just woke up from that?
Hifumi, wake up!
No way! No!
I remember now.
Oh,
Come on, you gotta wake up!
I remember everything
bruh, no.
before I met. Oh, it's reaching
No,
out
Hifumi,
to
please.
me.
Hifumi, please, no. Hifumi, tell us what happened. Tell us what happened.
The tail of a comet.
Hey, Hifumi! Who was it? Who attacked you? Who tried to kill you?
Who killed me? That's right. I remember their name.
Say it.
Yasuhiro.
Yasuhiro. No way. Yasuhiro?
Honestly,
Yasuhiro, bro?
Stop talking.
Dude, what do you mean? Yasuhiro, that's the... Oh my...
then perhaps...
Before a...
So, in other words,
Case this off. Or to hide their bodies?
What is this?
that's fine.
Indeed.
That way. Well, let's go and begin again. Wait. I freaking called it. I freaking called it, bro. I just realized I called that. Because I think yesterday I was like, bro, Hero has to do it because he spent $1 million on a glass ball that got doodled on by Leon. Like, definitely it was him. And then guess what? It was him. I just have to do it. Investigate. This music, bro. Do 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 do. This music is so classic to me now. Alright, Kiyotaka Ishimaru costed death equals a blow to the head. Somewhere west.
Very strange.
You got wealth information this time before. Maybe.
Well,
What a Kyoko.
perhaps.
Monokuma up here. Yep.
You sure I found it? Oh yeah.
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
But there's two bodies. Does that mean if you said like, okay, I'll snuff this guy, you snuff that guy, and they both get to leave?
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together,
oh my god,
right?
Mondo.
In other words,
So then,
hey, phew.
So in other words,
Well,
One more. Shit back. Cholesterol.
extreme!
That's the murder in action.
Well
One
now,
person. One benefit. That'd be right.
however,
Indeed. So,
what?
Oh, she's back?
Oh.
Did you?
SOB!
The milk slack. I said, you there. The milk sack swimmer girl.
Huh?
Milk
You
sack.
gotta be kidding! What the heck? What?
You know. Me and Marcus for his out there. Constant equipment room.
Yep. What are you saying? Let's see.
Supposed to guard other bodies.
so then,
it's all clear now.
Right, but maybe to me, I don't think it's in a straightforward seems. Dang, I don't know what to think now.
Israel.
Yeah.
You know what I don't get?
What?
Why they're fine with Genocide is a serial killer. So they're just fine with a serial killer, just, you know,
Being with them, yeah.
just being around. Yeah. Like, that's not okay.
Wait. It's wet. Spotless river. Okay, you know what you got to say?
So,
Yeah. What is it?
but...
I was there! Oh my...
You weren't
All
there. You were
had
here.
All you had to do was say, "Yo, Sakura, do the thing." She'll be like, "Okay." Boom! And then broke the door down. Oh. Hey, look at that. I can talk to that. Sakura.
So then.
Yes. So. The clock can be in our search. It disappeared.
I don't like how it sound up. Stream.
This individual and lay unconscious for about an hour. In other words, she was attacked an hour before we found her. Meaning this over 7 o'clock. Based on the picture, so let's till we discovered her attack. But wait, but it couldn't be Hero because that man is skinny. And for him to be able to fully pick up 300 billion pound Hifumi and it's kind of like yeet him around, like no. And not to mention, from the first floor all the way to the third? Like, no way. No way Hero's that strong. This has to be something like random we never heard of. There's literally no way. And it would make sense. It has to be Kyoko. It has to be. Because she was like, if any of y'all do this, I'm like, and basically, it will make sense. Because it seems kind of odd that the people that got snuffed were both the ones that were breaking the rule during nighttime to go see, Alter Ego.
Don't. In a way, don't all of you do that?
Well, but they were the biggest suspects, you know, like...
Do you know what? No, but here's the most important thing. Alter Ego is a boy. Fumi fell in love with Alter Ego.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, it is it's not really it's a robot, or it's an AI. It doesn't really have a gender. You can't, like, that's like saying, "Hey Siri, you a boy or a girl?"
Okay.
You know.
Well, then what is Siri then?
Okay, I'll ask her.
Do it.
Are you a boy or a girl?
I am still just Siri.
Just Siri. So that would mean.
No, ask her again. Ask her again.
Are you a boy or a girl?
Sorry.
Are you a boy or a girl?
Animals and French nouns have genders. I do not.
That's obviously.
But you can change the voice. So if I want Siri to have a man's voice, I can give her a man's. Like, listen. I can get a South African Siri. Hold on now. I'll get that South African Siri. You already know. After meeting up with Toko and Byakuya, we began searching for Kazan Silent. We found Andrew Hifumi in the library on the second floor.
Danganronpa.
This is a flashback when she doodled on herself.
Ooh, yeah, she did a big stinky. Nobody knows. I know why nobody like that one girl in that Twitch video in that YouTube compilation. That Thank Me compilation. Oh my god.
It's really stinky.
Straight up.
Oh my god.
See, nobody knows except for Ina because you know.
Yeah.
Cause she wearing that long dress.
That's wrong. And this is when she doodled on herself again. And then that's the third time she doodled, or that's she doodled on herself. I'm hearing Hifumi's scream. Byakuya and Toko. She's on the third floor. Nurse's office. He was snuffed. And then this is a big case. Oh my god.
However,
Taka's body in the equipment room. Which means
there's a way bigger case.
Bodies were discovered right around the same time. Because I remember hearing the body's discovery announced to play right after finding Taka. That's when I stood up and told you and Byakuya that Hifumi been killed, right? And you, me, and Byakuya all headed to the nurse's room. Named Toko would fainted. Physics are behind Celeste. That's very unusual. The fourth time she doodled on herself. So probably in fact gone. Alright.
She could have, maybe she peed on herself instead of dude. There's a huge difference.
I mean, you don't like that scared face if you pee on yourself. I mean, I guess I don't know. Do you?
Maybe she didn't pee on herself. Maybe it was that time of the month. You never know.
But you don't. But if you don't know what time it is, you never know. All right, jeez.
What do you mean you never know what time it is?
It could be freaky. You don't even like. You don't know. You can't see the sun. You don't know if it's day or night right now.
However,
It could be night right now.
It says daytime on the screen.
But that's what Monokuma says. Can you really trust him? No. All right. Can I leave or no?
So you're saying just because? So what you're telling me is just because you don't know what time it is doesn't mean things can't happen, like the time of the month.
I don't know. Okay, shut up.
Exactly.
Hannah checked it. Well, I'd already gone in their house tree, locked the door. But she wouldn't be scared from that. She would be in pain.
Pain from what?
I don't even want to talk about it. The conclusion that she just doo-dooed on herself. That's the conclusion.
I don't think she did. Wait. What does Makoto say when he disagrees with somebody in evidence?
But then Fumi's body doesn't have a tarp on it. So can't we just trail the blood? Fumi's big cold body is laying on the floor. His really big body. Oh, so big. Repository. Noticing it? How the heck? It's no good. I just don't get it. I can think about it later. For now, I have to investigate Fumi himself. Wait. It's different. Right now. His glasses covered with blood. Now they're completely clean. I can't help but realize that I'm just collecting evidence that won't even help the case. I was like, man, well, why now? Who these glasses covered with blood? But like, actually,
every evidence can help. Every evidence counts.
Oh, Byakuya, I forgot he was even in this room. Otherwise,
I forgot you weren't even in this room, you stinky head.
So, in other words,
why do you have I need to get that word tossed to him. Cause he's the fool of the century. See, he is kinda dumb.
Every evidence counts is what I'm just letting you know. Like, it'll be obvious why he said those certain things. You're just not smart enough to know.
Shut up, Trey. That's why you stuck on dinglings. So,
and that's why.
Now that I think
that's
about
why
it,
you can't save the game properly, and I don't stuck on.
Trey, that was once.
Do you mean that was once? That was twice.
That was once.
That was the one time at the end of your first stream of this game, and the time where we were about to share play, but you forgot to save.
Anyway,
not to mention you also deleted 3 episodes worth of content.
Yeah, I mean, you say that like they don't know this. You said like they don't know this, but they do. I told them like 3 different times, like, oh, I missed up.
Yeah, but you still stuck on male dingling.
You know what? That's why you stuck on big old dinglings. I ain't stuck on Toko's toes. Or Toko toes.
I don't suck on that. See, dingling. But Toko's toes, no. Toko's toes. That's where you have to draw the line. That's where you have to draw the line. We all get accused of sucking dingling every now and then, but Toko's toes, that's just not acceptable. You better take that back right now, Israel.
Nope.
Take it back. Take it back.
Goodbye.
Appreciation. What? Can I leave yet? Oh my gosh, I swear every single time it's like these murder scenes, you gotta look at every little thing. Oh, that could be why that could be actually how they
Can't believe I'm getting accused of sucking Toko's toes right now.
But did he really use wouldn't it make more sense for him to use it to roll a Fumi around?
Your hairline's a Fumi.
So now I gotta look at the equipment room and the nurse's office. Alright, so equipment room. Where's the gray hallway? Where's Kyoko on all this? Like, I really want to know. She's one of my favorite characters. Because she's always, you know, she actually has common sense. Unlike everybody else in this game.
Yeah, you not wrong about that.
And it's a third dead body. Oh my god. Why are you here? Oh, what was that noise?
What?
Tarp. Should be too. I wonder where. Definitely not. It's definitely not like my man just got cooled off with the tarp. Tire mark. Alright, so.
Why isn't she here?
Feel me. It's fresh floor. You don't get dollars. I know you get to the third floor.
That was one of my favorite moments back in this game. Not Danganronpa, Smash Ultimate.
So now I gotta go downstairs.
It needs
walking. So I'm gonna do a trick. All it wants me to do and use the teleporting feature. So
you're using the teleporting feature. You know, the thing you should use, since it's not like it does. It's not like you're missing out on anything.
It's just I like moving around in this game. All right.
Move around the second game where it actually matters.
You're pee-pee. What's up, person I do?
Well, you suck. You suck Toko's toes.
No, you suck Toko's toes. You suck all 10. And all the
You
fingers.
suck Wheelam's toes.
No, wait, no.
You use Wheelam's toothbrush for his booty meat.
What? No.
Yep, that's what you do.
You
that's
suck
what you
Wheelam's
do.
booty. Shut up. You're like whoop thirsty and you're like glug 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 and you drink
I
Wheelam's
don't
booty.
do that.
Yes, you
I
do
don't
it.
do that.
And then you're like, Wheelam, I need some dinner.
I know what Wheelam looks like. No one wants any part of that. No one wants any part of Wheelam. After seeing what Wheelam looks like, no one wants to look. Nobody wants any part of Wheelam. And if Wheelam, if you're somehow watching this, you know it's true.
Indeed.
It's impossible. But it actually doesn't seem like there's that much that could really point to it being Hero. Cause Maz is really skinny, so how would he pick Big Boy Hifumi up? Oh.
Oh. Huh?
Cleaning glove, it's all bloody. Why do they keep thinking that I haven't seen my man's glasses, bro? Like, did you really 100% forget that his glasses got cleaned after he died? My God. Like, where's your common sense at, my man? I can do blood transfusions? Wow.
I missed the 9.
The area. Alright. Before you have?
It's all clear now.
Wait, what?
Goodbye.
I'm scared to kill this man's room. It's gonna. Why do I feel like Hero's gonna be dead too? I get a bad feeling about going to this man's room.
Only 2 people gonna die per murder.
But that don't mean he can't just kill himself.
You right. Never thought of it like that.
Walk right there. I tried to stray through the side. So this room is like right here. That's Leon. Right here. I'm scared. It's gonna be a superhero suit, isn't it? Oh, wow, this room actually looks pretty dope.
You know, it's not dope. The pee-pee suck.
You suck on dingling. Shut up, Trey.
You suck. You
suck
know what?
on Taco
You suck
toes.
on Fat Byakuya toes.
I haven't even met Fat Byakuya yet. You suck on
And
Byakuya's nipples.
soy sausage toes. That's why somebody in the game call them ham hands.
Somebody be in the bathroom. He just doo-doos on the wall. You already know. He's like, whoa, toilet don't work.
Yo, Israel, you doo-doo on the wall? You're nasty.
You
No, I don't. There is not a brown stain on my wall.
Well, I mean, I went to your house. And there was pee on the wall and everything. It was nasty.
No, I did not.
Here's she.
Just a second.
My walls are wider than freaking Wheelam's personality.
Head to the pool.
Wider than his cracker pride.
Wait, Trey, don't use words like that on my stream.
I'm talking about the food. People are pride in food.
No,
obviously, Israel.
Just stop, Trey, please. Yeah, I'm trying to stream and I'm trying to be professional. Let's tell my professional.
I mean,
you had the worst day. What?
Huh? Oh, hey, Makoto. Huh?
Wait, what happened to him?
Huh?
Hey, Choco, what's up?
Right.
Found Hero who was jumping to the pool locker.
Don't be mean!
He kicked me. Caress my face. Your face, you're a robot.
Wow.
Trace.
It's nothing. Hey.
Never mind. More importantly.
And?
I mean...
Let's see.
Huh? Let me out of here! Got it all wrong!
It would seem...
Free at last.
So then... Honestly, is that okay? Could it be... That's terrible! Just the worst.
What?
That's right.
What the heck?
Please!
What are you saying?
This costume.
What the heck?
Okay. Huh. See? Look. See how loose it is? I mean, come on. I'm blind as a bat in here. Can't see my feet at all. I'm surprised you got anywhere in this thing.
I'm telling you, it wasn't me!
And not to mention, you totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
That's not a very nice thing to say. I mean, it's not like I made it. I just got caught up in the moment.
Well, either way, now we know for sure, right? I mean, it seems pretty clear that nobody but Hero could have fit into this dumb costume.
See, back off again.
Ah.
Kodo, go ahead. Okay.
Just a second.
Kodo is impossible.
But...
Honestly.
What the heck?
Evidence.
Just the worst. That's terrible.
What?
What? Now I'm confused. Cause I low-key believe him, but like, at the same time, I'm like, well, what now? You know?
Oh. Then perhaps...
Okay, now, Byaku, yeah. Hero.
What the heck?
So I'm the monster.
What?
Two people?
Just the worst.
Wait.
I did not.
How about that?
So then,
I'm at
You
least
alright?
30% right.
Correct.
No, what? No, that's not. It was her. It was freaking her. Oh my god.
What the heck?
Oh. Hey.
Just the worst.
so
Oh my god, that's not E-rated. Nintendo did something wrong when they made Snake's Grab.
Ah. Ah.
So
Don't
buy
be
it.
mean.
Well, you should buy
Just a
it.
second.
To show us that note. Plus, I have it right here in my pocket.
No way.
Austin.
Ah.
Please.
What the heck? Just the worst.
Please.
What are you saying?
You know, if you Google Translate a certain part of the thing online for Smash Ultimate, Incineroar's name is actually, for some reason, Ejaculation Salt.
What?
Don't feel me
What are you
now.
laughing at?
Nothing.
Makoto. It would seem... Why is that?
No.
Anyway... Shall we go? Hey. Correct. Hey. Anyway...
What? Wait for now. Alright, well, I might as well teleport there, since I don't feel like walking.
No, it's not because you don't feel like walking.
Then their repositories this way.
So then,
Well, once it started.
I knew it.
More comfortable. Let's have to talk to her then.
I see. Hey.
The wristwatch taco is on his left hand.
Whew. So then. That's right.
It's a clog.
In other words,
6 this morning.
however, Makoto, because
Why did I do that?
Wait, what is rigor mortis? Hold on. Do I have my South African Siri on yet? No. All right. I gotta look this up. What is rigor mortis? What is rigor mortis? Stiffening of the joints and muscles of the body. If you have to death, usually that's safe. Oh, okay. So it's basically just his muscles are stiffed up. All right. Okay. Hold hand. Stop beating.
hey. Is that right?
Got that.
So then,
That's records. Pause. You missing number 3 on the nurse's office. Alright. Now they're spotless.
indeed.
So what if I'm the
That's
monster?
right. Indeed.
Uh-oh.
Why is that? Hey,
It's gonna be porn.
What's gonna be porn?
Oh, it's a note, alright.
Wait, what happened?
so
I'm concerned.
Basically, what had happened was, Hafumi had a paper down his pants, and I was like, okay, this man's in the 2D. It makes sense that he would draw
What if
porn.
it was Chihiro? What if it was Chihiro?
Chihiro's dead.
Saw the PP. That's probably why he died. He just saw. He just used the
However-
hammer to cover up the fact that it's the trap. PP.
Mm.
is that right? So hey,
Carefully.
so then,
Put it together.
Okay, I know Israel. I know that Chihiro's dead, but alter ego or whatever was an early picture. Okay, so stop being like that, you PP. That's why you haven't.
He didn't like Chihiro until Alter Ego. So that's the difference.
It's alter ego then.
Alter Ego doesn't have arms.
I mean, maybe he just likes the head and only the head. Oh.
But okay, buddy. All right.
Maybe.
Is that right?
Okay, fine.
I'll murder it. No way, this started?
Are you excited? Are you pumped?
No
It's
way!
time
I don't
for
know
the class
anything!
trial
I don't
to
know
begin.
anything!
So, everyone,
But
please
don't worry,
make
I know
your
everything
way to the red.
about
Oh my
the
god, I don't
upcoming
know
stuff.
anything! No!
But then just rely on me because, you know, I'm the big boy here.
Alright, alright.
Shall we go?
But they still don't have any conclusion of who did it.
I do. Because I played the game.
Oh my god. If you weren't here, I'd be cucked.
You would be, because you probably didn't pay attention.
But still, there's like hardly any things.
There's so
Wait, what?
Appears!
You need to use your big boy
Wrong.
brain. Something you don't have.
Illusion.
Whew. Boy, tough crap.
Stop talking.
Okay. Hey! Hey!
Let's go.
Please!
What the heck?
What the heck?
Serious.
Hey,
That's right.
Courtroom. Let's get on there first. Let's first really begin. A good idea.
It's like
I
smell like
have to-
dookie
I have to
water.
do it. Okay, go to
I
it.
wonder what actually
Let's do
dookie
a
water
live.
smells
Do a lost their lives. Oh. Killer is someone right here. Oh my god, bro. I was bored. Wait a minute.
Oh, the foot hit him. Oh, by the way, you're probably gonna have to. I'll be right back.
It was 8 people. Oh my gosh. Oh, it's blue.
Just the worst.
Wah-wah?
Come on.
Yoo-hoo!
Betray a deadly little a deadly class trial. Bruh, already? Alright. I forgot I got a ton of skills. Alright. Bro, what all do I have? I have 17? Wait, what? I do not remember having this many. Alright. Yeah, put those together. It looks perfect to put together. I'll have to flip it over, I don't know. Oh my god. Well, look at my presents, you know, before everybody gets snow. Alright. So is there, okay, is there a pause or anything?
Let's
I can pause, okay.
begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then I'll
already
punish
say
everyone
this.
now then.
We already know who did it.
Was that?
It was Hiro. He does not have an alibi for when the murders took place, and we found him in that suit.
Don't try and deny it. You killed them.
I didn't! Someone knocked me out! I was asleep the whole time! I don't know anything about it!
Shut your murdering mouth, murderer!
You can't even talk genocide, dude.
How are you calling a murderer?
Exactly.
I am sorry to say, Hiro, But we do have evidence. Blueprints for the suit. Parts we assume were used to build it, and all of it was found in your room. You have to admit, the evidence is quite compelling. It points to you as having created the suit and wearing it while committing crime after crime.
How many times do I have to tell you? I don't know. I don't know.
Killer or anything like that clear. Oh my gosh, bro. This is actually going. This is insane. You know, little drag man. That's a hero's message.
Everything we found in your room. The blueprints, the suit parts, they are all proof enough that you are the culprit.
I don't know anything about that stuff. It's not true. It's a conspiracy.
Hiro, why? Why did you kill them?
No! Just hold on a second.
Wait, what? What? Did I say something in there?
Everything we found in your room.
Oh.
The
okay.
blueprints, the suit parts, they are all...
No, that's wrong.
Yeah, that's alright. We really bounced off. Break.
Are we sure Hiro really made those blueprints?
Dang.
What do you mean?
Well, take a look at this.
Hold on. Let me twist it up a little bit. Making me mad.
It's the note that Hiro wrote, asking everyone to meet up after Alter Ego disappeared. The handwriting's obviously different, wouldn't you say? When you compare it to the blueprints.
There's no way you could think the same person made both of them.
Unless that person made it a point to disguise their handwriting.
No, the differences are bigger than that, I think.
Come on! I'm not smart enough to think of trying to change my handwriting anyway.
So, Makoto, are you saying you don't think Hiro's the culprit?
And he's not the only one. I think Hiro's innocent as well.
Well, Byakuya probably already knows who did it. He just being a doo-doo butt. Why do I feel like it's somebody that I wouldn't think it is at all? Like, my favorite character, Hina. Oh my, I saw that her, I'm gonna cry.
Then who was in that Robo-Justice suit?
And it doesn't match the color.
Is it like Hiro said?
I'm here to help
Was there
you now.
really someone running around in a second suit?
The suspicious individual hidden within the suit.
so
Go
sarcastic.
ahead, Makoto.
Oh,
Tell them
Happy.
who it was.
So? Who was in the Robo-Justice suit?
I don't know. Oh no!
Why are you knowing?
Trey, I don't know.
Let me see it and I'll tell you the answer.
Okay, so it's not Hiro because we already said that it's not him. While we go back and say, "Oh yeah, it is him." Never mind. Hina seems like it'd be possible, but I don't want her to die, and I really hope it wasn't her. And she cried anyway. Like, you're not gonna.
It's Hiro. He has to be in the suit. He was in the suit.
I got it!
Did you already answer the question?
Other than
No.
Hiro, I can't think of anyone
Hiro.
else it could have been. Obviously, he was the one in that
The
particular suit.
Illuminati.
And we never found any kind of second suit.
Then there can be no doubt. Hiro is the prime suspect.
That doesn't make any sense. You just said Hiro didn't do it.
See?
It makes perfect sense. Hiro was the
What?
suspicious individual in the suit, but he's not the culprit.
So what you're saying is...
Somebody took his suit and not. No, so he was in his suit. No, somebody went in there. Oh, okay, I get it. So basically, this is what they're saying is, somebody said, "Yo, go to the rec room at 1 a.m." 5 hours after they asked everybody else to go. So while he was at the rec room, that person could have 5 hours, at least 5 hours, to build the suit and wear it to snuff everybody, and then snuff him too, but not kill him and put him in the suit.
That's right. The culprit in this case has nothing to do with being in the Robo-Justice suit.
What? Now that's a bold assumption.
So where you have to shoot.
And what reason do you have to make such a statement?
Two letters.
You do have a reason, yes?
Not to shoot the letter with X.
But before we get to that,
same letter.
there's something else we need to
I'll
clarify.
just find out in the second game. You don't have
So
to
let's
tell
get
me.
that out of the way.
Hey, stop trying to boss us around.
All things have a proper order.
So what is it? What needs to be clarified?
We must clarify the method of transportation for Taka's lifeless body. It would seem that his corpse was moved using certain particular items. Makoto, can you tell us what they were?
Taka's body was a blue tarp.
I got it!
And it was a scooter. This thing.
I got it!
This is probably not the
They
best
were
place to ask
a
one.
dolly and a tarp, right?
Which Sakura.
What?
So, let's see if I can explain.
But it was a dolly and a
Taka's body
tarp.
disappeared from the equipment room. And then
Whoa,
we
hold on,
rediscovered it in the
look how tall
repository.
Byakuya is. Oh my god. He's so much taller than me.
And when we found it for the second time, it was wrapped in a blue tarp, right? It was the same tarp that, up until then, was stored in the equipment room. So the killer must have seen it there, and decided to use it when they moved Taka's body. That way, they wouldn't leave any bloodstains while they were moving it.
Okay, that explains the tarp. And the dolly?
Sicko mode,
Same
more like
thing.
trial mode, because did it run trial?
Yes.
I'm sure the dolly was in the equipment room when we first found
so
Taka's
funny.
body,
I'm laughing
but
so
when
hard.
the body disappeared, so did the dolly.
Thanks.
Later, when Taka's body
Told me don't hurt
reappeared
my
in the
feelings.
repository,
Right now.
so did the dolly.
And I'm not carrying the strap.
In other words, you think they used the dolly to move the body. Am I right? But are you sure you are not mistaken?
I'm sure.
Are you absolutely positive the dolly was in the equipment room when we found Taka's body?
Hold on. Please don't let it be Celeste. If I think about it, she was the only one. Basically, every single time she was the only one that was like, "Yo, that's the guy. It's him. It's him." Like that. It would kind of make sense that it would be her.
That dolly was made specifically for moving large objects between the repository and the art room. It would be very strange indeed to discover it had made its way to the equipment room. Is it not possible that it was in the repository all along, and you simply didn't realize it?
She's raised an objection. How do you respond?
There is no shame in being wrong. Nobody expects much from you anyway. We have all accepted the fact that you rarely understand what is going on around you.
Why are you roasting me? Oh, you want to see this? Reloading. Your ammo count. Take this. It's the square button. I don't like these bullet time battles. These things are annoying.
You have it wrong. I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. Away with you. You miserable wretch.
So I know how to do it now. I know.
I cannot agree.
Oh,
You
I gotta
are a
reload.
fool. Lies will get you nowhere.
Oh my god.
Do your
He's being so
worst,
mean.
you miserable wretch.
There's a negative thing.
You have it wrong.
I
cannot agree. You are a fool.
Smash the button. All I gotta do is...
Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst. Away with you. miserable wretch. I cannot agree. You are a fool. Lies will get you nowhere. Do your worst, you miserable wretch. You miserable wretch.
Well, I'm in negative time. I'm not even in my own thing.
You have it wrong.
Oh.
I cannot agree. You are a fool. So pathetic. Lies will get you nowhere.
I'm gonna die.
Away with you. You miserable wretch.
Oh my god. Oh my god, I won it.
This should prove it.
Oh, she doodled on herself again. She just doodled on herself again. Oh, she keeps on doodling on herself.
If you're asking for proof that the dolly moved, I have it right here. When I found the dolly in the repository, one of the wheels had a blood stain on it. There was a pool of blood in the equipment room with a tire mark in it that matched the dolly wheel's tread. The killer probably rolled the dolly through the blood on accident as they wheeled the body out of the room, and as the blood dried on the tire. So there's my proof that the dolly was used to move Taka's body.
You almost got
anyway,
doo-dooed on.
That was just something we had to get out of the way. Let's get back to the main subject.
Yeah, the subject of how Robo-Justice didn't do it. Because if it's not a killer robot, then what kind of robot is it?
I'm not sure that really matters.
I'd be happy to explain why the occupant of the suit couldn't possibly be the killer. If you look back on how the body was transported, it will become immediately obvious.
Wait, what? Hold on. How will dress this costume?
As we know, Taka was killed in the equipment room. And from there, the body was moved to the repository, correct?
Yeah, the culprit wrapped the body in the tarp, then loaded it onto the dolly and wheeled it off, right?
Now, keep in mind that the dolly doesn't have a handle.
Well, yeah, but even without a handle, all you'd have to do is bend over. Then you could push the dolly no problem.
Oh my god.
So the killer just crouched down and carted the body.
If you accept then you must realize that who...
Sorry, I don't think I realize anything.
You can't bend over, though.
As we know,
Taka was killed, and from there...
Yeah, then loaded it onto the dolly.
Now, keep in mind that the dolly doesn't...
Well, yeah, but even without a handle, all you'd have to do is bend over.
No, that's wrong. You're absolutely right that you could push a dolly without a handle if you stoop down low. But if you were wearing that suit, do you think you could actually...
What do you mean?
Think back to what you said when we were all checking out the suit together. Remember?
You know you could hold R1 to slow things down.
Yeah, I know, I don't usually do it though, but it's a waste of time. I can just aim and shoot it.
It's a waste of time. Is that why you exactly missed the thing?
I barely missed it
When you're in
anyway.
that suit, not only can you not see your feet, but
If you
can't
use
even
R1,
bend. Am I right about
you
that?
slow it down, so it's easy.
Like I didn't know that. I don't do
Now
it.
that you mention it,
There's no need.
It's gonna be useful when the white noise shows up.
Well,
Guess you have to shoot
what's
it.
to stop you from
You have to
simply
shoot the white
pushing the
noise. It
dolly
could
with your
be
feet?
When you can't even
the word
see
you
your
need to
feet?
shoot.
You really think
So the
someone
only
could
thing you
kick
could
the
really
dolly
do
all
it in
that
time
way?
is by slowing
it'd
it
be
down.
totally impossible.
Plus, I
Not that I
beat
can
the
take a
game
picture
to eat one.
On top of that, if you were wearing such a rigid,
that's
cumbersome,
interesting.
it's very unlikely you would have the dexterity to go about wrapping the body in a tarp.
well, I mean, isn't that just a matter of taking off the suit when you're ready to move the body?
I'm gonna eat your Tims.
I don't have Tim's,
I'm gonna eat your toes.
I got it! I don't think taking off the suit was an option. If you remember...
I'll delete your kneecaps.
That's true. It seems impossible to put the suit on or take it off without help.
Then, you really can't take it off by yourself? Hiro wasn't just making it up?
Of course I wasn't making it up.
If he could have gotten it off by himself, I don't think he would have let us see him wearing it. Showing up in the suit was basically an invitation for everyone to suspect it.
Yeah, that's right!
So, it's really, really true that Robo Justice couldn't have moved the dolly?
To be clear, whoever did move the body, it couldn't have been Hiro in the robot suit, correct?
No, wait. Just a second, if you please. Have you forgotten about the picture that I took?
It was Celeste. She did it.
You all got a good look at it, did you not? The image of Hifumi being dragged away by Robo Justice? If whoever was in that suit is not the culprit, how do you explain that?
But then you think about it. If you're in a situation where you just got beat up, why would your picture look perfectly like centered, rule of thirds, you know, just perfect to where it looks like if you got in the suit and then you were like, all right, Hiro, sit right here real quick, and like, oh, okay, and I look scared, and then like do that, and then the camera's like on automatic, and it's like 3 seconds, 10 seconds, boom, text picture. You know, it makes sense.
Besides, do you remember what the now deceased Hifumi said? So long as those facts exist, the proper conclusion is beyond question. The individual inside the suit and the culprit are one and the same. It was Hiro, without a doubt.
Yeah, that's gotta be right.
Hold on a second!
It's still far too early to reach that conclusion. Besides, there's no hurry to decide who did it. Before we rush to a verdict, shouldn't we explore every single possibility? Instead of seizing on one viewpoint, the truth is uncovered by analyzing things from every angle.
Perhaps, but where do we go from here?
Hey.
Let's review this series of unfortunate events from the beginning. Maybe.
What a pain in the ass!
I don't disagree, but our lives are on the line. If this is what it takes, we have to do it.
Plus, maybe we'll get to find out where the heck Kyoko was when everything went down.
I'm just playing a game,
right,
and then you just whisper.
Let's take another look back at what
Oh yeah.
Well, it's not funny.
Like, oh my God, Israel. That's what you sound
Yeah,
like.
Israel. Oh my God, Israel. You can't be saying those things. People might call
Hey,
you
Siri.
these names.
Yes?
Dang, it's not South African, Siri. Change your voice to South African.
I can't change my voice, but you can do it
take
yourself
me
in
to
settings.
your voice settings. I want South African Siri. Give me South African Siri.
I'm Siri, your virtual assistant.
So you can change it to male.
I'm Siri, your virtual assistant.
I'm Siri, your virtual assistant.
You can change it.
I suppose we could start with this morning. 4 of us gathered together in the dining hall. Makoto, Hina, Kyoko, and myself. We waited there for quite a while, but nobody else showed up. So we went to look for everyone. That was around 8 a.m.
And as soon as we split up, Kyoko went missing.
Soon after that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room and quickly came to get Makoto and me.
It seems I was unconscious for about an hour after I was attacked by my mystery assailant.
Oh, assailant.
I know
okay.
it was an hour because I remember being attacked a little after 7.
That was when we saw Celeste's picture and discovered that her assailant had been wearing a strange costume. As it turns out, it was Robo Justice. It also soon became clear that this same Robo Justice had a... We were soon joined in our search by Byakuya and Toko, and then went on to find Hifumi in the library. He was injured, so we took him to the nurse's office and resumed our search for the suspect. But not long after leaving the nurse's office...
That's like the first time she doodling herself.
When Celeste told us that, we decided to split up and search the second floor.
It was Celeste. Think about it. She said she saw a shadow, so everybody would go away and run through up the stairs and all that. That's a perfect opportunity for her to be like, okay, my body now, and take it.
And soon after that,
I saw someone moving around on the 3rd floor, and I yelled out to everyone as soon as I did.
when you eat your shoes and your pee-pee slips in.
What?
And then...
You heard me. You were eating your shoes.
I heard pee-pee slips in, right?
Yeah, don't you hate it when you're eating your shoes and your pee-pee slips in?
That's gay.
It's not gay,
At
just
that point,
it's
we
an
decided to
accident.
divide up into... Celeste, Hina, and I went back to the nurse's office.
It had to be... No, wait. But Hina was at the... Okay, I don't know
While
who
Sakura,
actually...
Byakuya, and Toko chased after the suspect.
It had to be Kyoko.
When we got back to the nurse's office, and that's when we heard the
Then again,
body
it is
discovery
Kyoko.
announcement.
Since she's so smart, there would not be a way for someone to find the body.
I left Celeste and Hina there and headed back to the 3rd floor to let the others know what had happened.
Meanwhile, we had just discovered Taka's body in the equipment room. We must have found both bodies at almost exactly the same time, because we heard the same announcement not long after we discovered his body.
And that's when I told you guys about Hifumi. Then the 3 of us headed for the nurse's office. But right after we left the physics lab, we ran into Celeste, who'd arrived after us. And she told us something very surprising. We rushed back to the nurse's office and saw that she was right.
Then we remembered we'd left Toko passed out in the equipment room, so we hurried back again. But when we got there, we discovered that now Taka's body had also gone missing. Next thing we knew, we were searching the school for 2 missing dead bodies, and after some time...
Celeste informed us that she'd found the bodies, and we all headed to the repository, which is where we rediscovered the corpses.
I think that about covers it.
I see. The whole thing sounds exceptionally complicated. It certainly seems to me that these are not a simple series of connected events.
Okay, well, if that's true, then what?
Rather than a single series of events, I think we have to consider each murder a separate situation. And from there, we can uncover the contradictions surrounding all of them. Now then, let's get started, beginning with what happened to Taka.
Alright, Monokuma File 3.
So,
I have half a
regarding
heart.
Taka's death, I wonder if he died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that Hifumi was killed with Justice Hammer 3, while Taka's death came from a swing of Justice Hammer 4.
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
So,
regarding I wonder if or perhaps it was we
it
already
was
know what
Hina.
order they were killed in. Taka came last
What makes you say that?
because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
Oh no!
It's true that Hifumi, while Taka's death...
See? So it's obvious Taka came after.
I have to paint.
So, I wonder if or perhaps it was we already know what order they were. Taka came last
What makes you say that?
because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
Oh.
Shoot!
Stop, you might get a game over.
What?
Did you get game over?
Is this... I refuse to give up yet!
Well, that's my first time ever losing.
So, regarding Taka, I wonder if he or perhaps it was we already know what order they were killed in.
It has to be, okay, it wasn't that one, so I know that.
Shoot!
Click, try again.
So,
Regarding, I wonder if he, or perhaps it was. We already know what Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of.
It's true that Hifumi was while Taka's death came.
See? So it's obvious Taka
Wait,
came
what?
after.
Give up.
Wait a minute, what? Hold on. So was it the first one or the second one? Did I glitch and make me hit something?
Regarding Taka's, I wonder if he died before Hifumi, or perhaps it was after?
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammers.
It's true that Hifumi was killed with
justice while Taka's death.
See? So it's obvious Taka came
I'm
after.
actually confused.
Oh, snap. Oh, yeah, the copy system. The copy system.
Oh! How do I do that? Was it square?
You have to hold triangle on one of the yellow.
So, regarding Taka's death.
Wait, hold on. So which one is it?
I think it's either the first one to the second one, or the second one to the first one.
Wait, the second one to the first one?
Or the second one to the first one to the second one, or the second one to the first one.
Alright.
I wonder if he died, or perhaps it was after.
We already know what order they were killed in. Taka came last.
What makes you say that?
Because of the numbering of the Justice Hammer.
There it is.
No, that's wrong.
Alright, I was so confused. I was confused about that. Wait.
There's no reason to assume that the hammers were used in the same order as their numbers. If anything, that's just another way the killer tried to disguise their actions.
So you're saying the culprit wanted us to think the hammers were used, but in reality, Taka was killed before Hifumi? Okay then, let's see the proof.
Did you look up the instruction when I told you how to do it?
No.
Okay.
Wait, what? Oh, it's a cutscene. Oh, it's Hangman's Gambit. No. An eye. Oh, I died! Okay, this one is hard. Why do they?
I
everyone
refuse to give up yet.
They think me? Like what? No, it wouldn't be me. Alright. So that's one of an eye. I know that. Okay. A. Oh, wristwatch. It's a wristwatch.
It's not hard, you're just dumb.
Shut up, Shrek. You didn't know. I know you didn't know in the first part. So you can't say, "Oh, you're dumb." I know you didn't know.
After I guessed the first letters, it came to my mind.
PDB. You don't care. People think about
Well,
stuff
the second
differently.
one, you don't get opportunities. You just have to guess the whole entire word from the start. So you can't be quiet.
No, I'm gonna quote Byakuya on this. Don't judge anyone to your standards, because no one applies to those. Exactly, got nothing to say.
Oh yeah, the wristwatch.
Exactly, and I lost it because they apparently have to go in perfect order, which I didn't. I was just guess the letter that's in the sentence.
Did you not remember the instructions?
No, I don't remember the instructions. I haven't played the game 24/7 like you.
You don't have to play the game 24/7. You have to learn.
I have other things I have to remember anyway. I don't have to focus on a game all day every day. Where's the W? No, I want the W.
It was in the instruction. How do you forget? How do
I
you forget
remember
the
other
instructions?
things.
That's like forgetting how to breathe.
Nah, it's really not because it's a game. It's not my top priority.
It's kind of like that. It's kind of like.
No, not at all.
It's like it's like
Now I understand.
like somebody told you to pick them up at 9. And like,
Got it.
couple,
Taka's
like,
wristwatch. See? Look.
it's like
It
if your
broke with the
friends
hands pointing just
picking you up
past 6
like
o'clock.
It must
in
have
2
gotten
days
broken
at
when he
9,
was
and then
attacked
guess
by the
what?
killer.
You forgot.
Because
What?
This is terrible performance right here.
so if it wasn't broken
Alright, I
after
might as well
6
just
last
leave
And that would be his official time of death.
Well, we go ahead and hit that mute button. There. Haha, take the L tray, you doo-doo.
But if that's true, then he was
He's gonna
killed
need
well
my
before
help.
Hifumi.
No, I won't. I want to
And
get
before Celeste was attacked this morning.
That's right. Taka was killed before any of the other incidents took place.
That simple fact slipped past all of us. We made the wrong assumption about the order of events, all because of those justice hammers.
That's exactly why the culprit wrote the numbers on each hammer and had them increase in size. That way, when we saw how they were used in each incident, we'd easily make that wrong assumption.
Now, if Taka was killed around 6, then everyone's alibis for his murder go out the window. Because when he was killed, we hadn't met up in the dining hall yet.
That may be true in the case of Taka's murder, but all of our alibis still hold true for Hifumi's death.
That's right. With him, at least, we're all safe. When we heard Hifumi screaming, we were all together. Except for Hiro and Kyoko. Then we all ran down to the nurse's office, and that's where we found his body.
That's totally true. We're all in the clear.
Oh, I know! They must have recorded him screaming on a tape or something, then played it later on!
If that's true, where's the tape?
I don't know.
Don't just go making stuff up.
Anyway, we all have rock-solid alibis for when we heard Hifumi scream. Since all of us were there together, clearly none of us could have killed him.
And it does not stop there. There was also the moment when we discovered his body had disappeared. When his body vanished from the nurse's office, Hina and I were in the bathroom together. And then there's the disappearance of Taka's body. At that time, we were all gathered together in the...
That whole time you're unmuted.
Well, don't forget, I was passed out in the equipment room the whole time.
Trey, spoil the game and I'm kicking you out my party.
Wait, then what if Genocide Jill did it?
You.
She could have dragged Taka's body out of there right then!
But how would you spoil it for me? I can just turn off all my notifications and kick you out the party.
I could call you.
And if I don't pick up?
I could let your guard, you could just let your guard down, I'll tell you.
And if I don't?
Even if she could pull that off, there's no way she could have done the same with Hifumi's body.
Why are you being so toxic anyway?
Because, as we just discussed...
Why are you being so toxic? You can't, you're that type of, you read the instructions and forgot.
Had disappeared.
Yeah.
So they most
I have other things
certainly
I have to
could have
focus
done
on
those
besides
things.
just saying, oh, I remember exactly 2 days ago when they explained one small detail in a video game.
It wasn't a small detail,
No.
it was, that's like forgetting a rule.
And you forgot that I had to copy the sentence on the one part, so you can't talk about nobody forgetting.
That's because, well, first of all, I know it's a feature because you use it more than once, and two, I've been through multiple trials in the first and second game.
In particular, I think we need to figure out
I am on the fourth.
We searched
I am on
everywhere,
the second
but we
game.
couldn't figure
and
out
I just
how to
completed
explain
the
his
fourth
body
trial.
disappearing.
This is like the third trial
And
to
according
the
to what
first
Celeste-
game. How am I supposed to remember something that far apart from the story?
Oh, but it's okay for me to forget one thing. Okay.
I mean, I still
but you
know.
His body apparently disappeared in the 1 minute her and Hina took their eyes up to carry that
You
much
forgot
weight
you could
from
do that in the first place. I knew you could do it in the first place. I just thought you couldn't. I just
hypocritical.
Hypocritical. I know about. Okay.
Hypocritical.
I will spoil the game right now.
All right, hold on.
Oh man, yeah! There's no way! It'd be impossible!
Well, What if I told you there was a way to make the impossible possible?
What? How?
If the dead body were to move itself.
The dead body moved on its own?
No! Not another ghost!
I don't think it has anything to do with the occult. I think what she's implying is, we thought Hifumi was dead, but perhaps in reality he was still alive.
He was alive?
Are you saying Hifumi wasn't carried out of the nurse's office, but simply walked out on his own?
But I mean, we found his body. He was dead.
Perhaps he was simply playing dead.
That it isn't possible.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No, it is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that is why the announcement was made.
Are we really so sure about that? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Wait.
Are you saying that when we first found...
Oh, no, okay. Let me think about this real quick. First, I say a boo-boo head trace, and finally not be a big gay. Okay, are you done? Are you done being in timeout, little kid? I put you in a timeout because you were being a bad boy. Now, no, no. Okay, no cookies, no cookies for a month. No cookies, no cookies for a month. No cookies. Nope. Nope. Well, that doesn't mean that I forgot about the whole system either. Yeah, but when you said something about it, I was like, oh yeah, that's a thing. That's like saying, oh well, just because I don't wear a hat doesn't mean the hat doesn't exist. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know I forgot it. But still, okay. So I have to copy something again, don't I?
Found Hifumi in the nurse's office.
Hold on.
There's a chance he was actually still alive.
No, it is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that is why the announcement was made.
Are we really so sure about that?
What
Maybe
is it
the
with that?
announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
That's not what it is. Alright.
Shoot!
I'm gonna lose.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
There you go. Yeah, thank you.
No, it is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
I got it.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found.
No, I'm stupid. Dang it.
Shoot!
Oh my god, I'm so dumb.
Are you
Alright.
saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually still alive?
No.
Come on, no.
It is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that is why the announcement was made.
Are we really so sure about that? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
No, I don't know what this is.
Are you saying that?
Hold on. Trey, I need your help on this again.
Let me just look at the stream. Wait, what was the question?
It's like, basically they want to know, basically they're trying to see how the idea would be that he just moved himself pretty much. I'm pretty sure you can rewind during
I think
the
it was
stream.
the, okay, wait, go up to the glasses thing. Go up to the glasses thing.
The cloth or the actual glasses themselves?
It could be both. I mean, it's not both, but it could be one of the two.
I can't use it? Like, how do is there a way I can use the thing?
Triangle. Yeah, triangle.
Alright. So I guess it's not that one because it won't let me use it. So, this one? It won't let me use it. I'm hitting triangle on it.
When we...
Wait, did you pause the game? You paused? Wait, you... I think you just pressed the square button on accident.
What? No, I did that on purpose.
Oh, question. Wait, let me see the thing so I can understand.
Oh, the whole thing? The whole conversation?
Yeah.
First found Hifumi in the nurse's office. There's a chance he was actually still alive.
No, it is impossible. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found. And that is why the announcement was made.
Are we really so sure about that? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
Are you...
Okay, have you seen the whole thing through yet or not yet? Actually, I'll probably just watch it with you so I can see what you're looking at.
Wait, what was the evidence?
Before I copied it, it was Monokuma File 3.
I don't remember.
Is there a way I can like undo the
Yeah, if you shoot the bullet to at a different thing. But just waste the bullet, not on like a word, just fire
when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office.
Oh, it's
there's
broken
a chance
wristwatch.
he was actually still alive.
Oh wait, no, I didn't want to shoot it. I'm so dumb.
No, it is impossible.
Okay, it's back.
Hifumi was dead,
I probably need to
without a
pull up
doubt.
my IGN walkthrough.
Alright. Well, I might as well pull it up before you do.
What trial is it? Trial 3.
So dang, I'm not even, oh my gosh, I'm so far away from the end. Oh, so let's look at someone else's discovery.
Yeah, I know it was someone else's discovery. I just forgot
And the body has been
that.
found. Okay, that's what it is.
And you know that how?
Surely
I
you
just
heard the
forgot
body
what was
discovery
the exact
announcement
thing.
along with the rest of us.
got
Hifumi's
it.
dead body had been found. And that is why the announcement was made.
Are we really so sure about that? Maybe the announcement was intended to signal someone else's discovery.
And then dead body had been found. Alright, that's what it is.
Oh yeah.
Are you saying that when we first found Hifumi in the nurse's office, there's a chance he was actually...
No. Hifumi was dead, without a doubt.
And you know that how?
Surely you heard the body discovery announcement along with the rest of us. Hifumi's dead body had been found.
No, he's wrong. Was the body discovery announcement that was made really intended for Hifumi?
Of course it was. The announcement played right after we discovered his body.
Maybe. But that was also the same time that Taka's body was found.
That's right. It wasn't long after finding his body that we heard the announcement.
So there's a good chance we've made a mistake in there somewhere. I think we've confused whether the announcement was for Hifumi or Taka.
First of all, if 2 bodies had been found, there really should have been 2 announcements.
Maybe Monokuma simply got lazy and rolled them together into one.
What do you say, Monokuma? Any comment?
Well, it's
Still
a very
confused of why
sensitive issue, so I can't go into too much detail.
bad in the
But
second
what I
game.
can say about the body
Why
discovery
is he
announcement
so
is that
bad in the second game? Like, it doesn't make
it's
sense.
only broadcast
What
when
did
3
he
or
do
more
to make
people
himself
find a dead body for the first
almost as
time.
big
That
as
didn't answer our
Hifumi?
question, man. We're asking if you're a lazy bum.
Tinkle the Golden
No,
Crown one
actually,
day?
that was plenty.
Like,
He said it's only broadcast when a body is discovered. Even if we find the same body again later, he won't make the announcement again. If that's true, then why was the announcement made again later on?
Huh? Later on?
Exactly. We heard the body discovery announcement twice.
First time.
why did you click on the auto button?
Because I wanted to.
Okay, then.
So, and both bodies are
got it!
discovered.
We heard it a second time in the repository, when we rediscovered the 2 bodies. It didn't seem weird at the time, but it contradicts what Monokuma just told us, doesn't it?
Exactly. If we were actually rediscovering both bodies, the announcement shouldn't have played.
Then in reality, when the 2 dead bodies were rediscovered, one of them was actually being discovered for the first time.
So, when we found Hifumi the first time in the nurse's office, he wasn't actually dead yet.
Wait, what? Then why did he just say
Meaning,
something?
he wasn't actually found dead
Oh,
until we
wait.
came
Oh,
upon
they-
him in
that
the
means he bled
repository.
out,
And that's just
actually.
part of it. There's one other thing that leads me to believe he was still alive in the nurse's office.
Oh, I know!
His glasses.
Because he was super good at playing dead! Bada bing, bada boom!
That is the worst logic I have ever heard. But honestly, I do not think there's anything that can prove he was still alive.
Okay then, let's take another look at the events surrounding the discovery of his body. Then it should become clear whether he was really alive or not.
This whole thing is pointless.
His glasses are white. Yeah.
Word. A lot of girls in this game are pale. Even the
Yeah,
second
no.
game.
Well, here's one thing we do
brown.
know.
Why?
The first time we found
freaking
Hifumi's
pale.
body was in the nurse's office. And then, while me and Celeste were in the bathroom, his body disappeared.
Oh. Whoops,
And
I
the
thought it
next
was-
time we saw his body, it was in the repository.
But when you compare his body before being moved and his body after being moved, other than the change in how it was positioned,
Why? But you are wrong.
Shoot!
Oh my god.
He is wrong.
Well, here's one thing we do know. The first time we found him, and then his body disappeared.
And the next time we saw his body, it was in the repository.
But when you compare his body before being moved and his body after being moved, other than the change in
the
how it
health
was
system
positioned,
and the stamina system.
there was no notable
it's
difference.
better and more fair.
There we go.
No, that's wrong.
So I guess I was almost
In fact, there was one clear difference between Hifumi in the nurse's office and the repository. His glasses. That fact alone proves that he was only playing dead in the beginning.
Perhaps you'd like to fill the rest of us in?
When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered with blood. But when we found him again later in the repository, they were spotless. And I found the item he used to wipe them clean in the nurse's office trash can.
Nurse's office was...
I got it! It was a glasses cleaning cloth featuring a certain cartoon mascot. One look at the bloodstain on the cloth should make things clear. This piece of cloth was used to wipe Hifumi's glasses clean. And the mascot on the cloth is the same one that's on the digital camera, right?
So it has to be this.
And whose digital camera was it? Hifumi's, of course.
The character was Princess Higgles. From Demon Angel Pretty Pudgy Princess, I think.
I highly doubt anyone but Hifumi would have brought something like this to school.
I see your point. And the only people here who wear glasses are...
I wouldn't be caught dead using a tacky piece of garbage like that.
A few tissues is all I need to keep my glasses clean.
Then there's no question. It belonged to Hifumi.
Puggles.
You are a princess.
So what you're saying is...
What I'm saying is,
That's
the blood on
sus.
his glasses was wiped away using his own glasses cleaning cloth.
Even if that is true,
because
it does
you
not
called-
mean he wiped the blood
It's
off
not-
himself.
But who would benefit
Since
from
you
a
said
clean
it,
pair
it
of
means
glasses
nobody would
other than
ever
the
call
glasses owner?
nobody
That's a good point.
Then it must have been him, right?
So let's assume that Hifumi was still alive in the nurse's office. He pretends to be dead. Then when he's alone, he wipes his glasses clean so he can see. Then he stands up and walks out on his own 2 feet. And with that, the impossible task of moving his copious corpse becomes possible, wouldn't you say?
But then, if he was just pretending to be dead, what was with all that blood? Was it paint or something?
No, it was real blood.
The fridge in the nurse's office contains packs of
packs
blood
of
for
blood.
emergencies. He probably used one of those.
He figured if he was gonna play dead, he should go all out, so he just dumped it everywhere. But he got crazy with it and had to wipe his glasses off when he was done. God, what an idiot!
And if Hifumi was still alive at that point, the disappearance of Taka's body is easily explained. It should be perfectly obvious who must have moved Taka's corpse.
I got it!
But no, it's dumb.
Only
I'm
have been
dumb.
Hifumi.
While we were all gathered in the
Did not
nurse's
realize
office,
that.
he went to the equipment room and took Taka's body.
That also explains how the door to the repository got locked.
The door was locked?
Well, after the bodies disappeared, we all went looking for
And no
them,
one
right?
else-
So me and
okay, yeah,
Sakura
that's
headed
right.
for the repository. But when we got there, the door was locked.
And the repository door can only be locked from the inside. Which means, when Hina and Sakura got to the repository, someone was already inside.
And it could only have been Hifumi, who just finished stashing Taka's body there.
He convinced us all he was dead, and when he saw his chance, he dragged Taka's body to the repository. So, Hifumi wasn't just another victim in this case. He was one of the assailants.
Wait a minute. Wait, then how did he die in the first place? And who was the one with the hammers? I'm so confused
But
right now.
that means he took part in the murders.
I just
You're gonna
can't
find.
believe it.
I just realized you're gonna find
If
this
you're having trouble, would you
after
like
the
me to
trial,
show you one more piece of evidence?
before this the whole entire chapter ends. You're gonna find this. you're gonna find this exciting. You're gonna find something very exciting.
Oh, absolutely. The single biggest fact pointing to his involvement has yet to be revealed. You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The item he took off of Taka's lifeless body?
What? Would be the what? Oh no, the paper. Wait, Trey, which one would it be then? The scrap of paper or the note that Hifumi had?
Wait. Oh.
No, he would have took the note, right?
It's probably the note.
Wait.
I got it!
The note that Hifumi
You're talking about the note Hifumi had hidden away, aren't you?
Hidden note?
That's right. We found it stuffed in his pants.
What? In his pants?
Yes, his pants.
Okay, well, forget about the pants for now. Take a look at what the note says.
That's the note I was telling you about. The one that told me where to go. Huh? Wait,
I just
this
have to
one's
say,
a little different.
yes, his pants like
Monokuma
that.
can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m.
I see. Then this note isn't the same one Hiro got.
It's not the same?
In other words, the killer got in touch with another person besides Hiro, and that person could only have been...
Taka?
I got it! That's right! Taka! The killer used this note to draw out Taka and murder him.
Hello? Over here! Objection! Objection! I don't really understand what's going on, but Hifumi had that letter,
Are
right?
you asking me? Oh, I thought
So
you were
whoever
asking.
wrote it wasn't drawing out TikTok, they were drawing out Huffy!
Just to be clear, TikTok is Taka and Huffy is Hifumi, right?
Ugh! Yes! Why must you ruin it every time?
Oh no, TikTok ads.
Oh. Trey, which
Why
bullet
would
is
you
it?
ever compare somebody like that?
Right, Trey. I don't know which bullet it is. There's 3 bullets.
Just 3 bullets, make your argument. Broken. Let me look at the conversation real quick. Israel? So let me look at the conversation. Alright, is the game still paused?
Yeah, hold on. Alright, I got it.
Oh, right.
How do I switch the bullets again? It's L1, right?
Oh, yeah, L1.
Then the person it was intended for must have been Huffy!
But remember what the note said.
Wait, hold on. I'm definitely not using a guide for this whole thing.
I mean, I didn't. Well,
yeah, you were on gentle mode. There's a difference.
No, I'm talking about like. Well, I didn't use it on gentle mode. I used it literally like a couple, like a half an hour ago when I was playing the game on mean mode on the second game on the 4th trial.
What time did it say to meet?
6 a.m., I believe.
The time doesn't matter!
Quit breathing on your mic.
The note has nothing to do with TikTok!
Fine, I'll put it to my
Oh, dang
face.
it. Okay, There we go. I like that soul. I want that soul. That was the soul.
No, there absolutely is a connection.
What the hell are you talking about?
The note said to meet at 6 a.m., which is the same time Taka was murdered. We've already proven that using his wristwatch. But there's more. Look where the note says to meet. The equipment room, right?
Which is where Taka was killed. I see.
So, Taka was murdered at both the time and place written in the note. I think that should be plenty to show that this note was definitely meant for Taka.
Well, when you put it like that... No further objections!
Then someone used that note to trick Taka. Just the same as me. The culprit really is a cold-blooded monster. Telling people they found a way out.
But if they gave the note to Taka, what was Hifumi doing with it?
Stuffed down his pants, no less!
Most likely. Hifumi stole it off Taka's corpse after he died.
Huh? He stole it?
Where's your proof? Go ahead, show us.
I got it! When I searched Taka's body, I saw that his lifeless hand was gripping a small scrap of paper. If I'm right about this, the sheet of paper this piece came from is... I knew it! It fits perfectly with the note we found hidden on Hifumi.
Then Taka's scrap and Hifumi's note...
Yup, they're from the same piece of paper.
Hifumi had the note meant for Taka, while Taka's corpse still grasped a small piece of that note. There's only one way to explain it.
Taka died clutching the note. Hifumi tried to free the note from his death grip, leaving behind only one small scrap. Did I get all that right?
That means Hifumi knew the note was important.
Exactly. Which proves that he was an accomplice in the murder.
Whoa, yeah. After seeing all this, Hifumi was super involved in this whole thing for sure. In fact, he was behind the whole thing. In fact, he's still alive!
Sorry, no. When we found him in the repository, Hifumi was truly and completely dead. The second body discovery announcement proves that.
So then, who killed Hifumi?
Whoever did is the mastermind, the true killer.
He was killed in the repository, so he must have been killed not long after transporting Taka's body.
So, he must have been killed after Taka's body vanished, but before we found both bodies in the repository.
During that time, we'd all split up and were searching for Taka's missing body. In other words, during that time, none of us have alibis.
Wait, but me and Sakura were together.
Stop trying to steal the spotlight, you stupid walrus!
Who are you calling a walrus?
Anyway, when they were killed bothers me too. But there's something that's been bothering me even more.
And what might that be?
The weapon they used to kill Hifumi.
The weapon?
Yeah, because I mean, according to the Monokuma file, the way Taka and Hifumi were killed was almost the same, with them having similar fractures and all. But Justice Hammer 3 and 4 were still laying around in the nurse's office and equipment room, right? So if Hifumi was killed in the repository,
how did he die?
The culprit would have had to grab one of the hammers, kill Hifumi,
the clean hammer,
then put the hammer back where they found it. But wouldn't that be seriously risky for him?
Also, Hifumi killed himself.
I'm surprised. It seems there's some semblance of a brain knocking around that skull of yours after all.
He wants to go live with, he wants to go live in heaven with, Chihiro.
Hell yeah, it's packed in there good.
He's right, though. I don't understand it either. The Monokuma file makes it clear that they were killed using similar instruments. But if the hammers were already laying around those other rooms...
So the question is, how could the culprit have gotten their hands on either of the hammers? Personally, I haven't a clue.
So which hammer was used to attack Celeste? Number 1 or number 2?
Those were accounted for in other rooms too. And I don't think either one is big enough to kill someone.
Then,
Is it not possible they used a different weapon?
I don't think it is possible. They were both killed with the same kind of thing, right?
We're talking about Celeste
So
here.
then, what was used to kill Hifumi?
Oh, I gotta find the truth. Come on now. Spotless hammer. Yeah, that's what it would be.
What was used to kill Hifumi?
Hold on. Can I say the spotless hammer? But no, there's no. Oh yeah, there's no like.
Was it Justice Hammer 3? Maybe Justice Hammer 4?
Well, whatever it was, there's one thing we have to figure out. How was the culprit able to move around so freely with the weapon? How did nobody witness them carrying it?
Sounds like a Justice Hammer I was about to make its appearance!
What? Oh. Oh. Trey. Look at what she said. She wants to stab my seriously adorably serious face off. Okay. That's.
See, I never read the dialogue when I fail, so I never noticed that.
That's weird.
Is that a compliment or a threat? I can't tell.
Both. Alright.
Shoot! What was used to kill Hifumi?
Was it maybe Justice?
Well, there's one. How was the culprit? How did nobody...
Sounds like a Justice. Check out murdergear.com.
Well, one thing seems pretty clear. The murder weapon had to be one of the Justice Hammers.
No, you're wrong.
No, that's wrong.
Exactly. Close enough.
The murder weapon wasn't a Justice Hammer at all. No, it was something completely different.
But, seriously? A different weapon?
Specifically, a hammer from the repository. The killer could have easily used that to kill Hifumi. Now, all the hammers in the repository were covered in flecks of grit and debris. But for some reason, one of them had been scrubbed clean.
Huh?
And the reason it had been scrubbed clean was most likely because it was used to commit murder. If the hammer got covered in Hifumi's blood, of course they'd have to clean it off. I'd also like to point out that the repository has all kinds of hammers. Big ones, small ones, and even some flat mallet-like ones. I think whoever made the Justice Hammers used those as a basis for their design.
If that's true, that would explain the Monokuma file's note about the wounds being similar.
So Hifumi moved Taka's body to the repository, where someone then used a hammer to kill him.
And whoever did that is the true killer. The one Hifumi was working with. And the one who betrayed him.
Hold on a moment. I still think it's strange to assume someone was working together with him. The way the graduation rule works, there is no benefit to helping someone else carry out a murder. So the idea that anyone would work together like that is simply ludicrous. We talked about this, did we not?
Oh my gosh, another thing? Spotless hammer. Well, back to my tutorial. I know right after I'm done with this, I'm just gonna go to sleep because I'm so tired already. Just gonna finish up this little trial. Oh wait, what? He got more than... He got 3 different options. Oh, geez, so what? Look at a spotless hammer. Oh, it's 2 murders. So it's 2 murders.
Based on the rules that have been laid out for us, even if more than one person is complicit in the murder, only the one who actually carried out the act can graduate and...
Wait. Hold on. Okay, now I feel dumb because now I forgot how to copy messages. How do I do it? Oh, I gotta hold Y, right? Trey. Where's this man at? Okay, I'm pretty sure it's hold Y.
Survived.
Yeah,
Assuming the rule holds true, it is simply impossible that 2 people work together on this.
That is how the rule was explained to us.
But that only really applies if there's 1 murder, right? In this case, however, there were 2 murders.
Why now?
Based on the rules that have been laid out for us, even if more than one person is only the one who actually carried out, assuming the rule holds true. It is...
No, that's wrong! Since there were 2 murders, it's at least plausible that more than one person was involved.
What do you mean?
If there'd only been 1 murder, then yes, the idea of an accomplice isn't really worth considering. Naturally, if only 1 person can be saved per murder, an accomplice has no risk versus reward benefit.
Risk versus reward benefit?
The payoff for working together. The reward that balances out the risk of taking part in a scheme. There's no point in being someone's accomplice if there's no benefit to you. However, if there were some potential mutual reward for the risk, then cooperation becomes possible.
You're saying that 2 people could act as each other's accomplices to commit 2 separate murders.
I think that's what the true killer told Hifumi. They would each have an accomplice for their crime. And based on the case's events, Hifumi would have been the first one to act, murdering Taka. They made him carry out the first murder so he couldn't back out of helping them later on.
So in this case, there wasn't one single person committing multiple murders. Instead, each person killed someone, creating 2 separate incidents. And it only looked like one person because that's how the true killer designed it to look. A single suspicious individual, a similar weapon used in each crime, disappearing bodies. By creating one seamless set of circumstances, they made it look like one person was behind it all.
The mastermind picked their target and managed to convince him to go along with their plan. And then, to avoid the no accomplices rule, they simply killed their accomplice.
So it has to be Hifumi or someone else.
Which, if true, means that betraying Hifumi was part of the plan from the very beginning.
That's just awful! How could anyone be so cruel?
You think so? I can't help but admire its cunning. Still, their choice of accomplice seems odd.
I understand how an accomplice could be involved. But then, who was the one pulling Hifumi's string?
That's problem numero uno right now!
Oh. It's gotta be. I don't know, actually. I'm gonna choose Leon. It was you, Leon, obviously. Yeah, who was it?
Are you sure?
Okay, everything pointed to Celeste. It just seems like that to Celeste.
Here's my answer. It was Celeste.
It just seemed like it would be like
I
that.
think it's
So
her. Click
I'm
on
the
her.
suspicious individual now, am I? I really do hate this kind of joke.
A joke? I wonder.
So what you are saying then is that I specifically chose to work together with Hifumi. The idea that I would choose to spend any amount of time interacting with him, that I would go within 10 feet of that shit for brains, that lazy, worthless, goddamn idiot!
Oh my god, her accent's fine.
Pardonnez-moi.
Just to be clear, there is evidence to support it.
Is that so?
It is. Throughout the investigation, there was certain behavior that was common only to the two of you. Considering what we've learned so far, it only further proves that the two of you were working together.
Oh yeah. Wait. The screaming though. Doesn't it seem a little... What do you think about this? Cause they both scream. If I was working with someone and didn't want no one to know, it would be a crucial thing if we were both screamed. Then again, I heard things encountering, so...
The behavior they had in common has to do with the suspicious individual in the suit, doesn't it? The only ones who ever actually saw Robo Justice firsthand were Celeste and Hifumi.
Shush, the adults are talking now.
Sorry.
As he said, only Celeste and Hifumi ever laid eyes on the costumed individual. If we accept that Hifumi was one of the culprits, we can't help but suspect what Celeste has said as well.
Are you saying everything they told us was a lie?
After taking Hifumi to the nurse's office, we all began our search for this individual, correct? And not too long after that, do you remember what Celeste said?
Ooh, on herself.
We headed to the second floor specifically because of what she claimed to have seen. Next, to draw us all to the physics lab up on the third floor,
she let out a blood-curdling scream.
And when we'd all come to see what was wrong, what was it she said?
Do it again.
Once she'd done her job of getting us all up to the physics lab, it was time for her partner to get to work.
It was to get us to divide into two groups, so that we would discover both bodies at the same time?
In fact, Celeste was precisely the one who proposed that we split up.
I'll skip that part.
Well, if Celeste and Hifumi were working together, all those chance events suddenly become connected. And on top of that, that piercing cry of yours early on. That was to signal Hifumi, wasn't it? It was your way of telling him, we're on the third floor, everything's going according to plan. Why else would you let out a scream that could have carried across the sea?
I just realized another strange thing. When we found Hifumi in the nurse's office, who we now know was only pretending to be dead, Celeste, you were the first one to say he'd been murdered. You wanted to make sure we wouldn't have any doubt in our minds.
I don't believe it! Everything, the whole thing was one big act!
Hina, you were with Celeste when Hifumi's body disappeared, right?
Yeah.
My hand hurts.
I was feeling kinda sick, so Celeste took me to the bathroom. Wait! Then that was...
She wasn't worried about you. She just saw a chance to help Hifumi sneak out of the nurse's office.
Each piece isn't much by itself, but start putting them together and the picture gets very ugly indeed. Wouldn't you agree, Celeste?
I have no idea what you mean.
Don't bother trying to deny it. You made one fatal mistake.
Oh, did I?
I didn't even catch it myself when you first said it, but looking back, I can say that that one little slip-up was your undoing.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about what you said after Hifumi's body disappeared and we returned to the nurse's office.
I've been confused. Wait, those...
I remember her saying that too, but...
Yeah, I don't get it either.
I don't understand what's so strange about it.
Then pay attention. Sakura, Toko, and I were first to discover Taka's body in the equipment room. Then Makoto once we were in the hall, we ran into Celeste, and the four of us headed to the nurse's office. Now, the entire time we were together, none of us said anything about Taka being dead. Think about it. Celeste's comment doesn't make sense. It was completely out of place.
Yeah, I see what you're talking about. Although...
You hear that, Celeste? Everyone's having some trouble understanding. Could you repeat what you said? If you're really not the culprit, you shouldn't have any problem repeating it, right?
Okay. Well, back to the tutorial that I got. Okay, I'm so confused right now. All right.
All I said was, they must really be enjoying the sight of us. They must be.
We are all going to die here. We are going to die, just like those guys died. And that is all I said.
Why did you say it just like in that
And
tone?
that's all it takes to finish this. It's obvious, isn't it? What was so strange about Celeste's comment?
Smoke gang right now.
All I said was, they must really be enjoying
The sight of us standing around, frightened and confused. They must be positively elated. We are all going to die here. We are going to die, just like those guys.
No, that's wrong. That's right. There's no reason Celeste should have said, just like those guys died. When she said that, none of us had told her Taka was dead.
Exactly. And we didn't run into her until after we were all out in the hall. So there was never any chance for her to have seen his body in the equipment room for herself.
So how did you know, Celeste? How did you know more than one person had been killed? And how did you know they were both guys? Because Kyoko had also disappeared, right? So she could have been dead too.
You all have such vivid imaginations. You know that?
Imaginations?
You claim that I was lying when I told you about the suspicious person I saw. Then what about the picture I took?
Obviously, you just posed. That means Hero was on it too, actually.
How do you explain this picture of the costumed villain dragging Hifumi away?
It has to be some kind of setup, right? So let's put the suit on, and then she used the camera's timer to set up the picture.
Have you so quickly forgotten? You are the only one who could have possibly fit into that suit. Plus, I happen to know that this particular camera does not have a timer. In other words, it is an unassailable fact that this is a picture of Hifumi being dragged away. If everything I told you was a lie, how can this picture exist?
Simple. Are we sure that's really a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away?
What could you possibly mean by that?
Surely there are other explanations than the one you've offered up.
They could have just been posing. Honestly. It could have been like Hifumi hitting about, oh my god, that's so cool, guys. Like, can I pose with you? And the hero's like, oh yeah, man. Yeah, you can pose with me. He's like, okay. After they're trying to like pick me up. And they were like, hey, so let's take the picture. She's like, okay. And took the picture of both of them, you know, getting, you know, in that pose. That sounds like a pretty decent theory. Yeah, that sounds pretty plausible.
No, there is no other explanation.
Wait. Possibility is...
I got it!
I don't know.
It's not a picture of the suspect dragging Hifumi away. I would say it's a picture of Hifumi dragging the suspect away.
That's certainly within the realm of possibility. The one being dragged off in that picture isn't Hifumi, but the person in the robot suit.
Yeah.
We've simply been led to believe that it's the other way around. And the strange costume might only exist to lead us astray even farther. If you saw someone wearing something like that in this situation, of course you'd notice and be—
That's what happened! You put me to sleep and made me out to be the bad guy in all this!
Yummy, yummy. Fruit salad. Yummy, yummy.
Such a thing is utterly impossible. Hifumi was dragging him away? Ridiculous.
Yummy fruit salad.
I don't think it's ridiculous at all.
Then shut your mouth and allow me to educate you.
Dang, you're gonna start fighting. Oh, okay, we got 3.
You dressed me up in—
Well, back to my tutorial. Well,
that suit after I passed out!
Bro, I still forget how to freaking switch the bullets, okay?
Then you just draped me across Hifumi and had him carry my weight! You tried to make me look like the bad guy!
Like I said, as you can see in the picture, it's the person in— There's no way
they could stand up straight.
Dude, come on, no.
No, that's wrong! No. Even if the person inside the suit were unconscious, they could still stand up like that, because that Robo-Justice suit had a certain characteristic.
They couldn't himself over.
That's right! They totally made a mistake when they made it, so it couldn't bend at the waist.
I'm not so sure that was a mistake. I think the suit was designed from the beginning to be used the way it was.
Celeste and Hifumi took the suit they'd specially designed and stuffed Hiro into it. That's how they were able to fake that whole thing. The point of it all was to make us believe whoever was in the suit was to blame.
Well then, I suppose this is checkmate.
Checkmate?
Don't make me laugh, you idiot! What do you mean, checkmate?
Oh my god.
Celeste? Clearly! You want to cram me into your little guilty box. Well, there's one little problem.
Have you already forgotten what Hifumi told us as he lay dying? When we asked him who had attacked him, his answer was quite clear, was it not? He said, and I quote, Yasuhiro.
Watch reversal high
In other words, Yasuhiro Hagakure!
Right! But my name isn't really Yasuhiro! It's actually Taro!
Your confusing statements don't make any sense. You're only making things more complicated.
He did say Yasuhiro. But are we sure he was really pointing the finger at Hiro?
What the hell are you talking about? I'll burn you alive!
Kyoko, what do you mean by that?
Think back to how Hifumi used to talk to us. How did he refer to each of us?
He gave people's last name.
I got it! That's right! Our last names! He called us all by our last names!
Exactly. I know I heard him say Mr. Naegi more than once, for example. So if Hifumi did mean to say Hiro's name, he would have said his last name, Hagakure.
I'm sure it was just incidental. By chance, his first name. Indecent?
Don't talk.
Random chance. Now isn't that a convenient explanation?
No.
There's no reason to think he would have said the name any different than normal. But he must have run out of energy before he could say any more.
So Hifumi was trying to tell us the last name of whoever killed him?
But the name he said doesn't apply to anyone here.
Well, no. Hold on. There's one person it could apply to, and that's Celeste. She never actually told us what her real name is.
Oh.
What did you just say? To think you'd take your false accusation so far, I don't know whether to laugh or spit!
Oh my god, her voice is
Come
changing.
on! Enough with your idiotic blather! Yasuhiro is a loser's name! Do I look like a loser to you? Well, do I? What? I think I've earned the right to be a little on edge.
Okay, then fill us in. What's your real name?
Make sure your ear holes are wide open and listen up! My real name is Celestia Ludenberg. Could you please stop making me repeat myself over and over again?
That's not her real name. That's her accepted. Wait, what? Hold on, let me check these actually. I said the e-handbook had nothing to do with it at all. Wait.
Make your argument.
You got an argument head.
You have a PP head.
The e-handbook shows everybody's name, so it has to be that one.
Oh no. Oh no, crap. Big boo-boo face. In the chat below, put Israel's a big stinky.
What? Why? Why are you whispering?
Fumi was trying to tell us something. He wanted us to know the killer's last name.
Yes, if there's one person...
It would have to be you, Celeste.
How many times Celestia Ludenberg, god damn it!
Oh my god.
How long do you plan to go on pretending?
I'm not pretending. It's the truth. And since you have no way to contradict me...
Ooh.
No, it's wrong.
Like it was Celeste.
That's it.
It's
The handbook.
funny.
What?
Anytime you turn your handbook on, it shows the owner's name when it boots up, right? Monokuma told us all about it before.
That is her real name. Now I'm curious. I'm curious. I'm curious.
So all we have to do is check her handbook, and that'll clear up everything. That's how we can find out Celeste's real name.
That's an invasion of privacy. I refuse to cooperate.
Celeste, can you please just tell us what really happened? Please, just tell us.
Even when I'm put in check, it's just my nature not to give up. Because until the game's over, you never know what might happen.
Fine then. Let me settle it. Let me go over the case again, from the beginning, and shed light on all your crimes. And that'll bring everything to an end.
Oh, the comic book song? Yay, comic book song. Alright. Gotta go back to my tutorial. I don't want to take 80 years on this.
But you don't need a tutorial, you got me.
Yeah, but still, you can be a poo-poo head sometimes. The tutorials don't bully me when I get something wrong.
But...
Okay, so it's for Fumi. I said for Fumi.
But it's easier since it's an image.
What? For you, it's easier.
I mean, it's easy. Why am I watching this stream again?
So you can see my reactions to things?
Yeah, I was playing the second one. The second one does this a little differently.
And it's Hero. Looks like someone's hand on this one? Or, yeah, this one. Or no, it's him with the phone hand on here. And then... I like the music when this plays. Hey. Hey, it's so calm and chill.
Yeah, and then it goes to that
So it's the camera. The gray person with the camera. Then big boy coming. Not big boy, I mean not big boy. But Taka with his brand new Ultra Instinct that doesn't really work.
Oh yeah, his bootleg Ultra Instinct.
Even though technically this came first, but yeah.
But technically, he's just changed his hair. It's not like, no, technically this game did not call it Ultra Instinct first. Ultra Instinct, Goku would not get hit by a hammer and die from
What
it.
if he did though?
He would have dodged it. He would have dodged it, be like, oh, you're dead now. You're dead now. Come here. He just gets the Dragon Bell and be like, oh, come here, boy. No, what happened to Doc? He was like, what was that? Then boom, he got stuffed.
I'm just thinking about it now. Like imagine if like Goku's like, okay, I'm here. Who wants to fight me? And he's like, I'm gonna go Ultra Instinct because apparently in this story he has Ultra Instinct and he can go to it. And then it's just
Doesn't have
Fumi
Ultra
in the back with the
Instinct.
hammer, just bink, and he kills him.
Taka does not have Ultra Instinct.
I mean, he has. It's actually Kiyomondo actually. There's a big difference.
Does not have Ultra Instinct.
That's him getting hit with hammer 4. Doo-doo on. Then showing me the hammer. And then also that's the hammer. Showing me the picture. And then
You call him Taka, so shut up.
Okay, buddy.
Nobody call. Wait, Hina's name is not really Hina. We just call her Hina. Because the game wants to call her Hina, we're gonna call her Hina.
Or thick girl.
Or thick girl.
Or red jacket.
Or sweet cheeks.
or what what genocide joke
Milk
is.
sack.
Yeah, milk sack. What a name, milk
Or we
sack.
can call her a snack.
Milk snack. Oh my god, look how scary freaking Sakura looks on here.
Speaking of sweet cheeks, somebody in this game said sweet cheeks, and boy, was it great to hear somebody you say that. Wait. Taka got hit with hammer number 4.
Yeah, it was. They never said it had to be in order.
Yeah, but you know what? Just you know what? If you get booty raped, it's not my problem.
What? Oh,
Wait a minute. What? Why is the art in the crystal ball there?
It's just to throw you off.
Yeah, but they have nothing to. People, it's not gonna throw them off about the art because the art has not been mentioned any other time.
Before anything, the killer persuaded someone to help carry out the murder.
Gee, I wonder, is the bloody hammer or the crystal ball, or maybe
With
the
an accomplice,
freaking
the
picture
killer
of
was
the
able to execute a
picture.
number of otherwise impossible schemes.
The killer is you.
First, they convinced someone to meet them in the rec room last night at 1 in the morning.
Oh.
That someone they met with was Hiro. The murderous duo intended to pass Hiro off as the prime suspect. So when they met up with him, they drugged him, knocked him out, and stuffed him into the Robo Justice suit. Next, Hifumi positioned himself to make it look like Robo Justice was attacking him, while the killer used a digital camera to take pictures of the assault. They did all this just to create evidence that would put the suspicion on Hiro. When they were done with him, they shoved him, still unconscious, into the pool room locker.
Wait, this is like 3 days
And then
after
finally,
freaking
at
Mondo
6
got
a.m.,
killed. Like, okay,
they moved into the murder
executed.
phase of their plan. They called Taka to the equipment room. And that's where Hifumi killed him, making it the scene of the first murder. The murder weapon was Justice Hammer. The reason Hammer number 4 was used was to create confusion about the order of... So, next they falsified 2 more assault incidents. For these attacks, the killers pretended to be the victims, to solidify Robo Justice as the suspect. The first fake incident was the attack in the rec room. There, the killers wanted us to see Justice Hammer 1, and the Robo Justice pictures they'd taken. They wanted to make sure we bought the surprise attack story. The second fake incident was the attack in the library. This time, they planted Justice Hammer 2, and an injured Hifumi, to sell us that story. With these 2 incidents, the killers were able to create a certain preconception in our minds that the suspect was increasing the size of the hammers and attacking people in order as they did. We fell right into their trap and started looking for the suspect based on that. But while we did that, this was exactly what Hifumi was hoping for. He took a blood packet from the refrigerator and Justice Hammer 3 and turned the room into a crime scene in which he himself had apparently been brutally murdered. He let out a scream to draw us back, and when we returned, that's what we found. Meanwhile, the other group that had been out searching found Taka's body at the same time. So when we heard the body discovery announcement, we naturally assumed it was for Hifumi. We left the nurse's office, and Hifumi once again took advantage of the situation. He simply got up and made his escape. When we learned his body had disappeared, we all rushed back to the nurse's office, and once again, Hifumi had the chance he was waiting for. This time, he snuck into the equipment room. He wrapped Taka's body in a tarp and used the dolly to move it all the way down to the repository. That explains how each of the bodies disappeared.
Oh my gosh, almost 1 o'clock in the morning.
But even Hifumi didn't know what the true killer had in mind for their final...
That's gay.
Their plan all along was to kill Hifumi and get rid of the one person who could betray them.
Wait, but then... Hold on. Hold on. Wait, what?
And they did it using an ordinary, everyday hammer from the repository. That should cover everything that happened.
Oh, hey, that looks nice. They're gonna kiss? What are they, gay?
Hey. It's a stream on YouTube. You can't make fun of those people.
Sorry, you lose.
That was the
Oh, I know it.
Lost? I lost?
I know.
When was the last time I was forced to utter such words? They hang heavy around my neck.
Then you admit it? You're the killer?
Listen to you, trying to take charge, as if you're my private instructor. I, Celestia Ludenberg. Actually, no. Taiko Yasuhiro is fine.
Taiko?
So, you finally accepted it.
I'm the kind of person, once I've lost, I don't like things to drag on.
Interesting.
What? That's her real name? I actually like her real name. Dang, Celeste was one of my favorite characters too.
Celeste was your favorite character?
She was one of them.
Really?
Okay, Monokuma. I'm
She
ready
was
to
one
begin.
of mine.
Or, no, I suppose this is the end, isn't it?
It is indeed the moment we've all been waiting for. Time to vote. Okay? Okay. If you would, please locate your lever and cast your vote. And when the votes are tallied, who will become the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the...
He always says the same lines in this.
Yeah, that's why I skip them half the time. When I mean half the time, I mean all the time.
Honestly.
What? Now her voice is just a little accent again.
I knew it. So then...
Indeed.
Oh.
Say what?
Just a second. In other words...
Indeed.
I see.
Oh, my man's wrong.
Actually...
What?
Are you okay with it?
Okay.
So then...
Damnation!
As for me...
Actually...
As for me...
What? Damnation! Say what? Completely unforgivable!
Oh my
Most
God.
unfortunate. Actually...
What?
Indeed. Honestly.
I swear I will save her!
The man.
Actually...
First swear word. Just because he wanted to poke.
Okay, it's basically everything that's already been explained.
Poke male computer.
I see.
Indeed.
But...
So stupid.
Let's see.
Dang.
Well.
Are you okay with this?
So she killed that man with a hammer and they get no blood on her? Alright.
I mean, to be fair, how is getting hit in the hammer supposed to cause major blood?
If you took a big old hammer and smack somebody square in the head with it, there has to be a small, has to be a decent chance
I mean, I feel like they would. What's the word?
to crack open their skull. I mean, it depends on the hammer and where you hit
They
it.
get a concussion.
So in the end,
I mean, to be actually, now that I think about it, but I get like if it was like iron baseball bat. But
Well,
it was like that hammer looked.
Don't be
had,
mean.
like, some
I
soft
wonder
thing
about that.
at the end of it.
Why?
I feel like it would really give somebody a
Hmm.
concussion.
But...
You little bitch!
Oh my god.
Hey!
They won.
You little bitch!
This is fine.
Had a dream.
Honestly.
If I ever do that, maybe I won't. Metaphorical killing.
As for me,
Dream.
isn't it wonderful?
A European castle, a castle. Oh wow.
This is fine.
You know what Celeste reminded me of? The second version of Poppy from Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
There is nothing to be done.
Just the
That's why I
worst.
assumed she was a robot.
Oh. Do you understand?
Nope, she's just really, really pale human being with red
What
eyes
is
and
this?
really long hair.
Yes, indeed. Isn't it wonderful?
Marie Antoinette?
Hey!
Oh, who is that? Hold on. Marie Antoinette. Marie. Oh, the Queen of France. More you know.
Thrills, chills, kill! Now then, I prepare. Let's give it
I guess I'll let Kyoko hold on to this.
What?
Will it really give you the hope you're looking for? I can't say I ever saw it that way. Which is why... Actually, it's not important. Well then... Take care, everyone. Perhaps we'll meet again. In another life.
Aww. Oh, it's like a witch burning stake or whatever.
This stuff was kind of weird to me.
Burning of the Versailles witch.
Why was she smiling the whole time?
Because she doesn't care. She accepted it.
I mean, unlike Leon. Leon was. By the way, you know how you said that? Why didn't Leon run? He did in the anime. He did try to run.
I'll have to watch the anime. Just spoil it.
You don't really need to watch the anime if you play the game.
Well, I'll probably watch it after I play the game. After I finish it.
Because there's also an anime on the third game. I haven't found an anime on the second, which I find that weird.
Oh.
I just imagine that one person just entered the stream, just watch somebody who's gonna die.
Oh shoot! Dude! Oh. Why the fire truck though?
I know. I was like, that was unnecessary right there. You just have her burn a. You just imagine her burning alive, and then just add this insult to injury by just adding a fire truck.
Oh my god! Like what? It's over. Third execution is over. Celeste's death is over. It's prettier, but. It's just awful.
Extreme! What are you gonna do?
Let me out of here!
Too bad.
I think that's over. It's not. You just have to see this chapter's ending because it's really, really good.
Hey!
Trust me, you're gonna like it.
So then, you.
What did you do?
Ooh.
Hey.
Ooh, how exciting.
What?
Hello. Well?
I know what
See
means
ya
by
later.
what did you do to me? I know what she means. Wanna know how I know what she means?
Did he do the deed?
Israel. No.
Alright, that's
You think a bear? You think a bear
So
would give Kyoko a poke?
Hey.
Indeed.
Answer the question, Israel.
What? I'm not even paying attention. What
Would you think? Did you would think a bear would give Kyoko a poke?
Oh.
You don't know.
So.
Oh, by the way, you know the shower
on.
scene? I mean, you know how when you is it in this chapter? Yeah, I think it is. Okay.
Goodbye.
Remember in the scene where you discover alter ego?
Yo!
And Monokuma gives you the option to peek?
Wait. Oh, yeah?
If you have a certain item called like a man's dream or a man's pride, you don't get an option, you just automatically get to peek.
Okay.
But I didn't get an option either.
Shall we go?
It just made it do it.
Yeah, you didn't. That's because you didn't have the item.
So then.
You don't get an option if you have the item or if you don't have the item. It just happens. Like nothing. Like it's just like a little extra. It's just a little. It's like a little difference to the story, but it's not. It's just. I would say an extra. Yeah, extra content because it was like an extra minute or two.
You. However.
I don't want to believe that.
What?
Chihiro's a guy. Because.
Indeed.
He's so girl-like. That's just hurts to believe, to reveal that he's a boy.
It's true. That's fine.
Let's see. What?
Correct.
Wait, what? Hold on. Oh, this door closed? I want to hear it one time. What? Oh, it's a door, I can tell. What?
Correct.
In here. Well, obviously, feet. The bookshelf. Oh! What the? What? It's not over?
Nope, it's not over. There's a lot more. Not a lot more, but there's more. A little more.
In the gym. Oh. What? Guess I'm something crazy. Oh! What the?
Why, you? What do you think you're doing?
What? They're fighting.
I asked you a question. What's the meaning of this? How dare you define me?
I just realized he Sakura's mine.
This
don't
wasn't
remember
part
that.
of the deal!
That was a tight fight.
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
Your butt is tight, and that scares me.
But you do realize what will happen if you go through with this, right? You haven't forgotten, have you? What I'm holding hostage?
Seven. Dang. Only 7. 3 people die in this chapter.
Hmm.
What? Leon killed Sayaka. Monaco Mitchell Junko.
Congratulations.
And Leon
There's
got executed.
chapters after this. Chapter
Then Mondo
4.
killed Chihiro.
Actually, no. More
And he got executed.
chapters after this.
Hifumi killed Taka. Then
4,
Celeste
5,
killed
6,
Hifumi.
and the
Hifumi.
epilogue.
She got executed. For now. Oh.
Indeed.
She has a Sans eye.
Yeah, she did. I was like, All Might? No, that's Sand. Sakura's Sand is confirmed. I feel like Sans would go with that.
Cause, I mean...
Do you think?
Okay.
What?
So, aren't you glad that all of your
I see.
viewers, except
It's
for me,
true.
left the video when it came to that tight butt scene?
You got it!
You know?
That was just
Serious.
I'm speechless after that. I saw the
Well...
glimpse, just a little glimpse in the cheek, and I was like, no, we're done here.
According to the spirits,
However,
how about that? It's not like some occult mystery. The occult is bullcrap.
So,
You got it all wrong.
So...
Actually, but the end is nigh. Some crazy beatings. You can't trick.
Skip all this. I can actually stop.
but...
All that dialogue. Chapter 4. All-Star Apologies. Was that your hero? Alright. Thanks for the awesome stream, guys. I hope you guys liked what happened in this one. I'll see you on the next one, though. So, I'm out. Peace.